my gosh, so scary. I haven't gone live in such a long time that it was actually like kind of scary pressing the button and everything. Good thing that I already have all the YouTube stuff set up from like the times I used to like stream all the time. But now that I'm back, it feels good. Feels a little I'm a little anxious, but it's okay. All big things kind of do that. Yo, Cypher, I'm so happy to see one of the OGs pop up first. That's how you know it's gonna be a good stream. Cypher, how you doing? I'm looking at all the new like tricks and doodads you can do with all the stream stuff. The they it seems the YouTube's moved on without me streaming. Um, good. Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing great actually. Um, I just got a haircut. So that's that. Like I was just like, oh, I'm gonna go get a haircut and then I'm gonna start streaming immediately. How's the game going? Game's going great. I think that my favorite thing to do in this world is work on that game. As much as and you know what's really funny is that it's because of the game that I wasn't able to stream for a really long time. Like the game takes up such a long such a large amount of my time. Um, because I wouldn't say I'm solo developing it. I would just say that I'm like 85 to 90% solo developing it. I do work with someone else, but it's just the two of us and um he's absolutely lovely to work with, by the way. Dingo, shout out to you. Absolutely phenomenal person to work with. Um, Great 3D artist. Really got some amazing ideas for like game development stuff. And he's just been like a really trusty. I would even go as far as to say like a partner in this whole endeavor because genuinely it's been such a like a whole like stressful experience making a game. Like I've had like days where I just can't go to sleep because I'm so deeply thinking about it and it's really helped a lot to have someone like him by my side because not only is he good to bounce ideas off of, but he's genuinely just like it's nice to see that he really believes in it just as much as I do, and that's what really matters. But I'm rambling about the game, which you should wishlist on Steam. The video I was not expecting this, but I mentioned my game twice in the video, in the recent Fractal Block World video, and what was really interesting about this is that um, I was not expecting people to actually wishlist it when I mentioned it offhandedly twice. I was expecting like maybe a couple of people to go, but genuinely, I have a feeling that I can like stop worrying about marketing the game now on like my socials, and I could just let my videos do the wishlist breathing, if I could call it that, which is just really like a weight off my shoulders because a lot of the crunch that really came with this game specifically was trying to work in and like on the game and on like what things I want to put in the game that would look good for marketing. So I had to like poise the game's new content differently because I was so busy trying to market it to an audience. So whenever I was just like, oh, like I think the elevator needs like an update. So I went to the elevator and I updated it a little and I made it work a little differently. And then I was like, okay, I could just like make a video about that. And then I would just like release that as a, like a short on everything. And then it would just go like that. Like, so I'm, yeah. YouTube still has this like delay ad button that I can't seem to like prolong or like put ads on a specific time, but I apologize if I forget about it later on in the stream and you guys are like listening to me speak and then all of a sudden an ad pops up and then it's just like you guys don't know what the fuck I'm talking about anymore. I don't want that to be what's going on. One thing I've been thinking a lot about is going back to streaming. The biggest reason why is because it was actually one of the most fun activities of my life. I'm not even kidding. I genuinely looked forward every single time to streaming. Streaming is like super big for me. Love doing it. It's also because I got to like talk to some really cool people. Um, and we had like a pretty tight knit little community here in the chat. For like the past, like since what was it, 2023, 2024? Um, yeah, we had like a pretty like tight knit little community here that would like get together and like we'd all play. Yeah, I mean, I would play a game and I would like do it, put on a whole show and a whole performance, and all the whistles and bells and whistles and stuff. And everybody would come on and it would just be such a good time because I'd be playing some random ass game, some random ROM hack or mod pack or whatever the fuck, and everybody would come on and we'd all like just chill together. I definitely want to come back to like Zelda for sure. I love Zelda. I'm actually wearing a Majora's Mask shirt right now. It's my favorite shirt. My girlfriend got it for me because she knew I loved it. I loved this game to death. It's my favorite Zelda game to this day. Um, oh, you know what's cool? Before we delve into like the nitty gritty of like Fractal Block World and everything, the new Zelda, being like an Ocarina of Time remake is actually kind of crazy. I thought that they would never actually do it. I don't know. I was one of those people that was like, yeah, they would never remake it. They would like probably like leave it in the past and leave it to that. I kind of hope they take the same approach with Resident Evil, where like Resident Evil remakes are just still kind of peak. They're just a different type of peak than the originals. Like the originals are always going to be unforgettable and unbeatable, but like the new versions are like really good still. And they're very, very like awesome in their own right. I'm really curious to see how a lot of the old things would translate into this like I don't even okay, one thing that I'm worried about is that they're going to make it like incredibly different to the point where it's like open world, it's like this and that. I don't know if they're actually going to do that. They haven't announced anything. I was really hoping for some gameplay, but unfortunately we don't get that type of shit from Nintendo. From Nintendo we get spoon-fed a little bit at the beginning and then we have to wait until like as long as you possibly could wait for to just like get what you want, to get what you think you deserve. Because we deserve some Zelda. Come on. But you know what made me really really happy about it is that the existence of an Ocarina of Time remake also means that there may one day in the future be a Majora's Mask remake. And that is something I would definitely be watching very, very heavily. I mean, I'll be watching like the Ocarina of Time one very heavily too, but um I'd probably be way like I would mess way harder with a Majora's Mask remake because they could make that game fucking terrifying. They could make that game more than just creepy. They could really just like, of course nothing's gonna beat what it was like playing it on like the virtual console on the Wii when I was a kid. Nothing's gonna beat that. But it was genuinely like I would be really excited for that. What's up, Tanga? I hope I pronounced the username correctly because I have this thing where like, oh man, so many times in the past I've like pronounced people's like usernames wrong and they just be like, I'm actually like sorry, but it's this, and I'm just like, oh, my bad. I didn't mean to say it wrong. But anyways, yeah. So what are we here for today? We're here for Fractal Block World, right? Um, we're here for Fractal Block World. That video did absolutely like beyond anything I've expected ever in the world. I was not, but I feel like every single YouTuber that reaches a point where they like make like a genuinely good video like this, um, like I mean, I'm saying it's a genuinely good video because everybody else has been telling me like I've had friends and family see the video and be like, wow, that was an amazing video. And I'm just like, I don't know what I did differently. I just, spoke from the heart. And I wrote a script and I just spoke it out loud as naturally as I could. And then I put a couple of like a bit of text boxes on screen. And one thing that was really difficult about making that video was the collecting of the lore and being confident in what I was saying. Because let me tell you, the entire time, this is like one of my first times besides like my Deltarune video from last year that I was actually compiling a lore by myself. And with Deltarune, it was really hard to avoid some things from the lore, and a lot of it was really out there. So it was really easy to kind of just like be like, okay, like I am kind of straying a bit far from what people think the consensus is, but I'll say it anyway because that's what I thought in the moment, you know. But with Fractal Block World, there was like literally no information online besides what the wiki had, and I was like, oh my god, this is either going to be like my biggest flop or like this is like the make it or break it video. And I thought that maybe it's like a make it or break it, like, oh, maybe I'll reach like 50, 60,000 and then I'll like call it that, you know, like just kind of like my FNAF video that I did. But no, it did like it did fucking numbers, and it's still doing numbers now. And I can't believe that I'm on like the top charts in gaming right now on YouTube. I can't believe it. That video was peak. Good for so good for sleeping, no shade. Thank you. I'm glad. I'm glad. I Some people tell me that my voice is easy to fall asleep to, and I don't really believe them because I genuinely hate the sound of my own voice. But that is what it's like to be a video essayist. You kind of hate the sound of your own voice. You're listening to it for hours at a time. It's like a grating feeling. It's like nails on a chalkboard for me sometimes. Like genuinely, the one thing is I procrastinated the shit out of that Fractal Block World video because I was very scared that it wouldn't be received well. Like I was scared that I missed a tiny video somewhere, or like a tiny retrospective somewhere, or like that a video that I already watched secretly already covered these things and I just completely missed it because it was on like my second monitor or something. But no, like it was the right move to make, and it goes to show that if you sell your soul just a little bit to the YouTube demon, the YouTube demon will be appeased, and you get rewarded for it. It was my content took a pivot last year with the Deltarune video, because before that I was just making general videos about like games that I really liked. I just thought it was like kind of original. I thought that it was like kind of like, oh, like welcome to my little space on the internet where I'm like doing my little videos about my games. And then they started to like kind of pick up, and I noticed why it is that they were picking up. It was the first minute of the video. The first minute of the video is very important. It's why you'll notice that like everybody that watches the video but not all the way through goes like, is this like AI slop? Is this ChatGPT? No. I'm literally sitting there trying to figure out the perfect way to place my words in the first minute of the video, because otherwise people won't watch the rest of it, dude. People won't watch the rest of the video if the first minute isn't good. It's like you have to have a really good first impression. And luckily growing up, that was one of my biggest like things, is like making a good first impression. So for me, it was kind of like a walk in the park. But when I say that, it's not actually like, it genuinely can still be very like difficult to do something like that, you know? Um, Glad to see it did well. Editing is a bitch. Yes. Editing that video specifically was only really fun near the end, when I had already done all of like the typing in the text boxes manually. Because okay, it was either type in the text boxes manually using the wiki, or go through the game and look for each individual text box without actually knowing where it is. And it's just like, that's so annoying. That's like, I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna like cut corners where I can, and like just get this video out, and then like just see how it does. And then all of a sudden everything just fucking went perfectly, and I can't be happier with the reception on it. There were a couple of like really funny comments. I feel like one thing that I've noticed is in the past year I've consistently gotten comments about like AI and using AI in my work. I'm going to say this again and again. Those the script that appears in the end result of the video, that is completely human generated, completely human, absolutely 100%. And you can notice it in the writing. It's just not at the beginning. Like at the beginning I perfect it, and then later on I start to slop off a little bit. And the reason why is because naturally the beginning is the part of the video that most people watch. So that's why I make it like super like high octane, like right in your face, snappy, something really interesting happening, memes all over the screen. And then I start to get into like my natural speaking voice, which is just, like I'm rambling essentially. Like I'm reading a script, but I'm rambling. Like there were a couple of places where I also just kind of like went off script a little bit, and I love doing that all the time. I love going off script. I was always such an improviser. I wing it a lot. But yeah, there's like the backstory to the video, if you were wondering, because It did take a while. I started working on the Fractal Block World video back when my Arc Raiders video actually finished. I was already playing Fractal Block World as soon as I finished my Arc Raiders video. And what's funny is that with Arc Raiders, I took a bit of a gamble and it didn't end up going my way. And that's okay because I also posted the video really late after the Arc Raiders discourse has already died down. It wasn't really discourse. It was just like everybody talking about the game and like, playing it. But it's also just like I realized that Arc Raiders fans aren't really looking for something like retrospective and deep thinking, at least not now or not at that time. So YouTube kind of just like chucked it a little bit in there and got a couple of views or whatever. That it's funny because when my videos don't do very well, it's crazy how dissuading it is because it makes me feel like I've taken a step back. And I'm just very glad the Fractal Block World video did so well because it felt like I just took 2 steps forward instead of, like I took 1 step back, but now I just took 2 steps forward. So I'm really happy about that. And I'm really thankful for all the support on the video. It's genuinely like one of my most well-received videos. It's interesting how dissonant hearing your voice is. It's due to bone vibrating. Whenever we listen to our voice from speakers, the bone vibration is lost and it causes uncanniness. I agree. I genuinely do think it's that. I second that. My next video, I'm very sorry to say, and it's in the description if just in case I don't say it ever again. But I probably will. I'll probably be rehashing this throughout the stream today. But the next video will not be Fractal Block World, and there's 2 reasons why. Okay, there's 2 reasons why, and they're very good reasons. And I promise you that there will be a Fractal Block World video coming out soon. Not soon, but like eventually, hopefully this year. And I hope you won't have to wait very long, but my release cadence has increased to about like 2 to 3 months per video because I want to make sure that these videos are good, right? I'd rather do quality over quantity, right? I don't want to like churn out like a video every fucking week and then have them all like muddle together and just like be like an incoherent mess. I'd rather like sit and think about it, but I also don't want to take too long in a video to the point where like I'm like obsessing over it and like I'm obsessing over the fine details of it. But if anything, the closest I'll ever get to that sentiment is with the Fractal Block World 2 video because I do want it to be bigger and better. I do definitely want it to be bigger and better. How much bigger and better? I'm not sure. But man, reading through some of the comments, some of the people came up with the most interesting fucking theories that I've ever seen in my life. Like the fact that like someone said something along the lines of like this sounds like a schizophrenic, like Kay sounds schizophrenic, and the fact that like like she's saying these things specifically really ties into how schizophrenia can really be and how people undergoing psychosis can really be like. And I thought that was a really interesting angle to look at it because from the outset of the video, I was looking at the lore very literally, very much like trying to connect the dots between what Kay is saying as if it is real because we're in the world. But then people started saying, oh, are we in the world? In fact, you know what's funny? Dan Hathaway, the guy who made the game, commented on the video and actually left some questions of his own about his own lore. And I was just like, wow, dude, you're a fucking genius, first of all. Secondly, thanks for telling me like where to look now. The extremely contrasting colors could also indicate schizoid stuff. I guess so, but I feel like that's just the art style. And a lot of people got a little upset when I called the art style ugly. But I feel like using the word ugly was just really kind of like trying to put it into perspective for like somebody looking at this game for the first time. Because whenever I would tell people about this game and I would show it to them, they'd be like, "What the fuck are you playing, dude? What is this?" Have you tried Lucid Blocks? No, but I've been dying to try it. I was actually following its development before it came out on Instagram, and I was just really happy to see it come out and that it was pretty well received and it was really good. It was like it looks really cool. It looks like a really cool game. I love how that his art style is unapologetically authentic. It's very mathematical, and I love that about it. Like I genuinely love how crude everything looks. I grew to really love it, and I grew to think of it as something very deeply charming, in a way that I haven't thought of in a lot of games recently. Then again, recently I've literally been playing Kingdom Come Deliverance 1 and 2 like crazy. In fact, I was your vid is 24 hyped. That's crazy. I actually can't believe that I've actually made it to the hyped leaderboard at all, and I've made it to like the top 25. We need more art styles like that, genuine stuff in this sloppy current existence. What's really cool is that like my game, my the game that I'm working on, Conveyor Crew, which I like kind of shield a little bit in the video. I feel like my next video I'll shill it just a little bit more because I really do need the wish list. It's my main job. Like it's my main thing. That's my plan A, is game development. My plan B is definitely YouTube now because you know there's actual like you know like I'm able to like genuinely captivate an audience now. I do have an audience now apparently, so it's really nice. But this has always been just a hobby for me because I love talking about this. My favorite part of the video making process has always been the script making, the writing, and then the speaking it out loud. Like those three parts, I love it so much. Like I love doing the in-depth like like searching and stuff and all that and all that and all that hogwash. How do you keep calm around engagement numbers? Must be addicting as an artist myself. It's easy to value yourself in the numbers. What's really crazy is I find myself looking at them pretty often. Like I find myself looking at the numbers going up pretty often. But the only reason why is because I want to see when the video dies down so that I have the room to make a new video in case I have one ready, which right now I don't. So I'm basically just looking at it for fun. It is really, really addicting to look at the number go up because it's addicting to look at any number go up in anything. It's like one of those like monkey experiments where like they hit a button and they get food. And I hit the button, you know, the submit button, and the food is still rolling in, you know, like I'm getting a fucking trough full of like these views, right? And I know that the analogy seems a little bit like demeaning, but I don't mean it to be that way at all. I thoroughly am happy about the recognition the videos got. The sentiments I go through teeter between paranoia because I have all these eyes looking at me now, all of these people very eager to see what I'm gonna do next. Um, and then I have like feelings of like, do I really deserve this? Like, what did I do to deserve this? Like, what's the catch? And I'm just thinking to myself, eventually I get to the point where I'm like, okay, the catch is that I've spent a lot of time on this video and now I'm getting all this and I spent all this time working up this audience and perfecting my craft and now we're here, right? So I kind of move between those three sentiments and I feel like the paranoia is the worst part because I didn't really notice this until this year, but I think I'm definitely kind of a paranoid person. Like I tend to be a very like I stay in my lane. I don't really talk to anybody in public unless I really have a question. I live in like a pretty like I live pretty close to a city, and in the city like we have like you know like we have the subway and we have buses and stuff, and they have a lot of like people there that I have to talk to when I don't know where I'm going. Like I'm okay with talking to randoms on the street. Like I'm okay with that. It's just like I hate the feeling of being watched, if that makes sense. I hate the idea of being watched. It's not fun. But it is a small it's a small drawback compared to like how good it feels to have my art reach people and have them be so like happy about the fact that I made a video about something like I've gotten like so many people going thank God somebody made a video about this because I've been trying to wrap my head around the lore myself and I just couldn't do it. There's just too much. And that kind of leads into another thing is that the way that the lore is told in Fractal Block World is a um very obscure kind of like way because they're not very linear in the way that they're told. They're just spread in like text boxes around the world, and the game itself is not very linear. Like there's multiple ways to get to a certain point, and from a certain point, there's like multiple branches out that you can get there, and there's a couple of like cheats you can use, or not cheats, but like faster ways to get to where you want to go. And there's just like all sorts of like really weird caveats that like mess everything up. that it's really hard to get into the text boxes all in order. So a lot of the video making process was me trying to compile them in order or in a order at all. Um, it's why I spoke about Jane when I did, because I was just like, okay, we've spoken about Kay and what her backstory is, and then we moved in slowly into like Jane, because I really thought Jane was an interesting character. Another thing that I didn't catch in the video making process that a lot of people caught was that the reason why um Jane's hat and scarf changed colors throughout the day was not because of Kay's memory. It was more so because of the superposition thing, where she's operating within multiple instances of herself, meaning she could be like switching in between them. Especially if she were to tap into the Czar world herself, or any sort of other inner world, you know. Because if she were to tap into an inner world, wouldn't time itself also be brought into question, considering it's a completely different like dimension of being. I did briefly mention in the video that time itself is like not really it's not really a construct in Fractal Block World. Like, I mean, there's what you did before and what you did after, you know, you went into the flower, or you went this way, or you went up or down. But it's you can't tell what time frame you're in. You can't tell not only what time frame you're in, you can't tell how time is passing at all, or if time is passing at all, or if it's passing in a conceivable way to us as the player playing the game. There was this really interesting theory that popped up, and I don't know how I missed it as well. And it's that people were like, what if we as the player aren't accessing the Czar world the same way that or like in a physical way at all? What if we are using a supercomputer to access it after all? And that makes the most sense, honestly, because I feel like ideally we as the player, like we as in like me, the guy who was playing the game, is playing a computer game, right? But what if I wasn't playing a computer game after all? What if what I was supposedly playing was actually like controlling like a drone, or some sort of like camera that's going through the Czar world that's able to fight back, you know, like a rover on Mars, you know? Like, what if that's what I've been doing this whole time? Which makes me wonder, why is it that Kay congratulates us specifically at the end of the game? And so now there's this like, like weird kind of split, sort of. A lot of people were trying to say that since Kay and you were in the same dorm room together, that you must be playing as a girl and that it isn't a player insert character. This kind of reminds me of Deltarune a lot, because in Deltarune, when I was making the original video, I was a casual. I was literally going through the game for the first time, and I was going through it from like a game developer's perspective, where I've played a lot of games where you're like a player insert character, you know, where like Master Chief in Halo was kind of a player insert throughout the first like 3 games. Like, he is his own character, right? But there's a lot of you that you can put into this character, right? And so when I tackled Deltarune with that point of view, a lot of people got obviously upset, because they thought that I was like trying to it was just a misunderstanding, obviously, but they believed that I was trying to kind of like get rid of the notion that Chris was non-binary before you control them. And then a lot of people had to clarify that in the comments for me. And so I feel like if I do a Deltarune follow-up video, which I have a very high chance of doing, considering Chapter 5 was just announced to come out like the end of this month, I feel like I'll drop the video that I'm doing right now and go work on that temporarily. Release that as like a shorter kind of like 20 to 30 minute video, just covering Chapter 5, covering my sentiments on the community, and tackling it from a different angle. And then I'll go back to what video I was working on before that. How do you know Kay is feminine? There was one text box in the game, and at first I didn't know that Kay was feminine, but there's a couple of text boxes in the game that allude to her being a woman. Noticeably, the first one that I found was that there's actually an ending in the game, or an ending text in the game. I'm just gonna pull up the wiki right now. So At the end of the game, there's a specific text box where if you play on like one of the hardest difficulties, there was like a cat girl reference where she is like saying something saying something along the lines of being a cat girl. That was the first thing that made me think that she was a girl, not a guy. And then there was another text box way earlier in the game where she would refer to herself as her when she would talk about other employees talking about her and gossiping about her or something along those lines. Somebody in the original video, like the Fractal Block World video that I released, somebody commented about that specifically and helped me out there because I couldn't get to all the comments, unfortunately. And then eventually I found it, and yeah. Um, so I'm trying to find it right now. Hold on. There's a bunch of difficulties in this game. And I haven't gotten to any of them, and except for normal, and there's like different types for whether you beat the game or you beat the game without dying completely. And dying in the game is incredibly easy. Like, this game is so difficult. Um, so there was a Christmas reference. There was a okay. So when you beat the Caustic Utopia, that's the name of the difficulty level. It's called Caustic Utopia. The text box reads, "Disclaimer: the game is not really play tested on this or higher difficulties, so it feels wrong to incentivize you to beat the game on one of these modes with the reward of some saucy text from me." And then, just kidding, I discovered this place where you can buy outrageous costumes. I found one cat costume that is pretty great. It has ears and a tail. Doesn't come with a collar exactly. I have a cheap teal nylon one that does the trick. I also have a little bell I can put on the collar that constantly makes this annoying sound that I know is going to really irritate you. I can't wait to show it to you. Now, there's no actual evidence here that Kay is a girl, but this made me think that maybe she was. So I started looking deeper into it, and then eventually I found out that Kay refers to herself as her. I'm just trying to find it, but it's very hard to find it because if I try to look for the word her, it also takes all the words here, there, and I have to look through either, where, higher. There's so many words that it could be. So many words that it could be. But in the trivia itself at the very bottom of the wiki, if you go to the K wiki part of Fractal Block World, they refer to her as a she. The first thing in the trivia, it says, according to the text message found in the Fanatic Blue Caves, K is referred to with the pronoun she by a person within the Inner Mechanization Agency. So this is the closest metric we got to her actual like gender identity in the game. And I kind of rolled with it. But the gender identity of the player is still up for grabs because there's still the whole idea of are we as the player playing as somebody or are we as the player playing as ourselves, right? Are you able to search her with a space at the end? That's a good question. Her with a space before and after. Jane, this is the Jane stuff. Find my 8 text boxes. There were more than 8 in this fucking game. I can tell you that for sure. Way more than there were more than 10. There were more than like I wish I could count them all, but I can't. So then this is I liked her style, made contact with her, gave me a good feeling about her. This was the rec social event part where like the recreation contact. That part of my lore dump felt like the weakest, like the recreation contact stuff, because I knew that I didn't have a lot of time to finish the video, like because I had myself on like a deadline, and I knew I didn't want to cover the whole game because there's way too much lore to get to. There's way too much. Like Dan has really spent a shit ton of time like trying to connect the dots, and some dots are purposely or not purposely unconnectable. And it's fine. Like lore like this is huge for a good reason. And it's impossible to make sure that every single thread connects perfectly, but we can connect the threads. We can connect certain threads and finish certain parts of it, which is what I think I want to do with my second video on it. And again, I do not want to make the second video my next video because I didn't even tell my reasons the first time, but my 2 reasons are very simple, okay? 1, I don't want to become the Fractal Block World lore guy, Okay, I'm more than just that. Um, I've always been more than just that. My sights were always on looking at games, niche games, all sorts of games, with a philosophical, psychological, deep dive sort of view. I've always been like that, and that was always my whole idea. And the second thing is that I don't want to introduce fatigue to the series. I want there to be some breathing room between the next video and this one. If I do a follow-up immediately, it will never, ever, ever do as good as the first one, unless it, like, the production value is through the roof. And so I want to be able to make the video in a timely manner, make sure that it's perfect for you guys in at a time that it needs to be out, which I believe will be anywhere from 1 to 2 videos from now. So stay tuned. I know that this sounds like really sad, you know, like, oh, he's not gonna make a Fractal Block World video until like way later. But stay tuned, because there are so many other videos that I'm willing to make that are so good too. The ideas are just phenomenal. I feel like on this stream I might actually tease what I'm working on. I'm just not too sure, because I don't want to be, I don't want to be too like, I don't want to be too ahead of the curve here. I don't want to be playing. I want to play my cards close. I want to keep my cards close to myself and play them right. You know what I mean? So I'm still looking for where they mention her specifically, as in like, oh, I think they say she instead of her. Let me try she. She, not Jane. Talented Jane. This was the recreation contact. Oh, okay. Fanatic Blue Cave. I would walk around the inner mechanization agency memorizing the layout. However, sometimes I would break my own rule because the building was so complex. And I would bring a map I was making of the building. I would walk a little, then duck into a bathroom to add to it. I would have to be very careful. I carried the map in a folder which also contained the mazes I was solving for work. Once I tripped and my map of part of the building fell away from me on the floor. Sorry, that was just very, very weird sentence structure there, but it's okay, because a lot of the story is just very weirdly sentence, like the sentence structure for some of the game's lore is a little weird, so I had to take some creative liberties to make it sound more like readable out loud. And this is not a dig at Dan. I feel like it is really hard to type sometimes, so I totally get it. Because once I tripped and my map of part of the building fell away from me on the floor, several people were passing and one said, "Looks like she went too deep." And I didn't actually touch upon this text box in the video because, again, I had a limited amount of time. But also, I would have loved to make like a video where I delve into completely different branches of theories, which is really easy because, fuck, I not to make you guys feel like I'm fucking stealing your ideas, but your comments did so much of the heavy lifting for my next video, because you guys have given me the exact threads to think about and really deeply get into. So I really do owe a lot to all the commenters, and I have read a lot of the comments. I think I've read as many of them as I could. Really hard to get to all of them, but I've read quite a bit of them. It says stream starting soon. We've been on this for like 38 minutes. I think I could start playing the game now. I'm gonna probably pull up Fractal Block World because it's just the most fitting, and I kind of missed the game. I haven't played it in like a week. I just wanted to take a little break from it. I did say in the video that I was gonna like get right into it again and get all the achievements in it. But man, when I booted it up right after making the video, I was like, fuck, I need a little break. And so I went out on a walk and I, you know, I gathered my bearings, and I got back to it. And hi Tin Fox, hi Snow. Sorry for missing some of your comments. Yeah. So, honestly, it being jumbled fits the game, methinks. Yeah, I think so too. I think it definitely does also fit into the whole idea that the game is like it is actually like a story about a person devolving into like psychosis or experiencing psychosis. Another question I have is whether the psychosis is because of the fact that she's stuck in this world, or if she is genuinely just experiencing psychosis this entire time. like that's just exactly what she's been going through this entire time, is just like a bout of schizophrenia. And what happened to Jane was something similar. And it also makes me wonder if this psychosis was because of the Intermechanization Agency and her work there, or if it was because of something entirely different. I hope the game isn't too loud. Just let me know if the game is too loud while I'm playing, because I haven't tested out any of the what's the word? I haven't tested any of my levels out. So quality level. Oh, is this the key to either? Am I gonna? I knew it. I knew it. Okay. Where am I? I'm in, what is this, Montreal? This should be Montreal, I think. Oh shit, it's doing the thing where I'm going down by myself. No, never mind. Yeah, this game is awesome. I actually missed it. Yeah, I want to explore more. I heard there was more down deeper into hell, but I'm not really sure where to begin. Yeah, I'm not sure where to begin at all. Final boss, close to final boss. I think it was final boss. What if they add multiplayer? That would be very interesting if they added multiplayer. I think that would be very, very interesting. What the fuck? Oh shit, they're still no. This is so bad. This is so bad. They do so much damage. You actually have to be so careful. No, this final boss fight was actually really, really fun because to kill the inner core, you literally have to you have to go across these like boxes, and you have to shrink and grow out of them, which is so clever in terms of a boss fight because you're kind of using every single aspect of the game that you've been learning. And one of the main whole ideas of the game is to shrink and grow, right? So there are these like boxes with just a bunch of ammo to fight off the boss. And then on top of that, and then there are these like fucking huge balls that like deal a shit ton of damage to you. Honestly, as someone whose dad is schizophrenic, I'm not sure schizophrenic is the best descriptor. I kind of think so too. I agree with you I agree with you on that for sure. I mean, I have my own kind of like I would say I have my own experiences with people and psychosis and mania specifically. But I do think that it is some sort of a paranoia. It is some sort of a delusion. And the big question is it because of the Intermechanization Agency? Is it because of the world? Is it because of the mazes she was solving? Or is it just because? Is it just because she was prone to it from the beginning of her life, or it's a genetic thing, or it's because she's been paranoid her whole life, or something like that? And so I'm just thinking about it like that would be a very interesting thing to tackle in the second video, is like tackling it from like different perspectives, seeing if like there's more to it than just the game itself. Like, what are we as the player experiencing in the game? Like, are we a computer? Are we a person at a computer right now? This is gonna be, yeah, this is so loud. It's so fucking loud. I feel like the best way to farm for okay, Jesus. It's really hard to, anyways. It's hard to speak when the nukes are going off. It's so difficult. Yeah, so I mean, what was I talking about before? I always lose my train of thought with when I'm streaming. Like, it's like something that happens all the fucking time. Oh, they took everything away from me. So yeah, and then you win the game, and then the music plays. I didn't know that it keeps playing. I'm gonna be honest with you. This is the credits room. I actually went through quite a bit of the credits room. I went through pretty much all of it. Like, I even found like a secret trophy back somewhere here. There's a secret trophy somewhere here. This is all just like information about how he made the game, which is just so interesting to me. So one of these is like a you could like pass through them. I think it was at the very end. My mic is sorry, bro. Is it the game, or is it like me, just me? I think I'm just too close to my microphone. My bad. It happens. It fucking happens. To use cheat codes. I still haven't unlocked cheat codes. Another key to the universe. I already enabled it. It's the engine. It's like, it's you. There's like feedback. Really? Actually, good question is what range K is. Considering it's around teens to early 20s that a schizophrenic disorder is diagnosed. That's a very interesting insight because I wouldn't have known that, really. I didn't really research it quite yet. But that is really interesting to think about because I think that because I'm assuming that, well, it takes a long time to become a scientist, right? Like, it takes a really long time to become a scientist. So, like, considering that she's pretty smart and she's got, like, you know, she got asked to work for, like, you know, she had been qualified to work for something like the Inter-Mechanization Agency, like something like super deep and convoluted, right? So, I'm just thinking, like, I don't know. I think the part about Jane being in superpositions was really strange. I actually really loved that. I loved Jane. I think Jane is one of my favorite characters in the lore. I think it was one of the most interesting parts of it. You know what? I'm gonna search up where to go. I'm gonna search up how to get deeper because I'm not gonna sit around and just like twiddle my fingers and try to figure out where to go. How to get to Mylantis. I keep hearing about Mylantis in this game. And I've never been there, actually. I've never been there. So to get to Mylantis, how do you get into it? It can be found at the center of outer space. That's pretty interesting. It's like in a completely different part of the world, I'm guessing. Outer space levels are the detail levels beyond the size of galaxies at level 9. What the fuck is going on here? What is this? Outer space. Found in galaxy flowers or space filaments. What is a galaxy flower? It's a location in I2 found on top of a purple structure in the bubble caves, yellow cubes, catacombs, inside violets, Mylantis top city buildings, supermassive black holes, and space libraries. It is way into a galaxy. Okay, so we have to go back to I2 then. So we have to go to like an I2 library, I'm assuming, and then get into like an I2. And you're probably like, what the fuck is going on? I hope you could follow, at least somewhat. Get big. I'm trying. I'm trying, but I can't eat that much or else I'll get too big and then no, I can't do anything. The idea being that like if Kay, if she was in her early 20s or so, she could have ended up accidentally aggravating a hidden paranoid type of disorder. Do you think that something could like cause it to flare up? I mean, obviously, yes. Like there could be like certain things that cause somebody to go into some like a bout of paranoia. I mean, the most accurate part of it, or the first thing that comes to mind are like drug addicts. Like I feel like a lot of drug addicts develop all sorts of like mental disabilities and you know disorders and stuff. And so it's very common, I feel like, in that sort of contexts. So this would be 2, this would be 1. Let's go to 2. That's 3, I'm guessing. Okay. So what? This is a 2 wig flower. I'm not really sure if a wig flower is what I want though. I1 libraries inside this Montreal city. Proud of my I3 wig flower. You know, we haven't actually talked about many of the other characters in the game. Like this is text in blue, so there's no way that you can really tell who it is that's saying this unless it's probably Proxima Centauri. It probably is, which is yet another fucking star, guys. Yes, actually, schizoactive disorder is a type of schizophrenia where your mood heavily affects your current symptoms and such. See, it's very interesting that you know a lot about this topic because, you know, like I actually love getting educated by my chat. It's like one of my favorite parts of streaming. Jokester Ton618. You know how many people in my comments said, "Oh my God, Ton618, this is a reference to Geometry Dash." You know, the most replayed part of the video is the Ton618 part. It's like 40, it jumps up from like 20% to 45% rewatched. It's so fucking, I don't know why. And then I like look at the comments, everybody's like, oh my god, guys, a Geometry Dash reference? It's so funny. Oh man. Yeah, I'm kind of curious about the blue text you did. Is them being the jerk just it for the entire game? One weird thing is that the wiki actually says that most of the text boxes by Ton618 specifically are like basically they're basically all just him shitting on you or them shitting on you. I'm not really sure if it's a dude. Um, but only a, like I'm telling you, only a dude can be that fucking rage baity. I'm not even kidding. I wonder if the 16 by 16 by 16 thing with 7 layers underground mirrors the game in some way. Dude, I loved your video. Thank you, Adam. I appreciate that. And I bet my video loved you too. I made it for you after all. You and the many people that watched it. Wait. Where the fuck am I going right now? Like, where am I actually going? I'm going into fucking... Can I get out of here? I don't want to be here. I hate this. This is my... Okay, I'm not even gonna lie. I remember this clear as day. This is my least fucking favorite part of the game. This is my least favorite maze in the whole game. Everybody, some people in chat actually started calling it the red maze because they were just like, yeah, fuck this place. Fuck this place. Nobody likes this place. It's my least favorite part of the game. And for good reason. And there's nothing Dan could have done about it besides, I don't know, completely like nerfing how fucking terrible this place is. But you genuinely get so lost in it. I got so lost in these that I was stuck in it for an hour. I had a clip. I had a clip of this game. And it was just a whole hour of me going through this fucking red maze. And it was so stupid. Okay, I gotta respawn safely. So I gotta go to here, and then I gotta go to wait, I gotta go to here and then 2 and then press P to pay the money, pay the toll. Let me see if I can enter I2 from here. There's only infinity flowers here, which I think will get us into I1, but maybe if I'm lucky, I'll find I2. I don't actually remember. I got every single upgrade I could here, most likely. That's an I1 library, which I believe can lead into I2 regularly. So let me try like delving into here. I love the sound effects because it's just, god damn it. I have to go all the way back. Why did they put one right in front? Okay. Yeah, do I already have a waypoint here? No, I don't. I won't actually put a waypoint down here because it'll just bloat my waypoints. Is this a null cave? An imp cave? I actually love these caves. They're really interesting. Look for Mylantis or something. That's what I'm doing right now. I saw that maybe you can get into Mylantis through I2. So I'm trying to get to I2 right now. That is what I'm on. That is the grind set I'm on right now, and I'm trying to remember if there was an I2 entrance in an I1 library. Because I think that would be very fitting. Okay, so in the center of a Bristol town, created libraries just like this one inside I2. There you can learn more about I2. Okay, well, is there a Bristol town anywhere nearby? Maybe I already know maybe I already know where I2 is, and I just like forgot that I had like a waypoint there. So let me just enable the waypoint here just so I can travel to I2. I'll just do I2, Fanatic Lattice, Laboratory Vine, Fanatic Island, Fanatic Lattice. I think we'll do Laboratory Vine. I'm not really sure if this is the right place to look for this shit, but I guess we'll see. Yo, just watched your video this morning. Good stuff. Thanks, ENT. I appreciate it. I really do. I appreciate all the support, guys. Thank you. I really appreciate you taking your time to come on the stream and fuck around a little bit, because that's what Desme is all about. I'm also very I feel like my most authentic self has always been on my streams. I I say some really fucking funny shit on my stream sometimes. Oh, this is insane. What the fuck is this? I've never seen this before. What is this? I kind of want to explore this thing. Wait a second. This is an entrance into this is an I3 wig flower. This is a small white flower. That's a small white flower. I love picking up the upgrades. I'm genuinely like, Dan, your upgrade design in this game is just phenomenal. Like, all you did was just create like a bunch of fucking shit and have me click a button to collect it, and it's just the most addicting thing ever. I'm not even kidding.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Can we get an oh yeah in chat, please? Guys, come on. It's about time we have some oh yeahs in chat. Some people don't like backseating. Tell me about it. I'd like to hear all about it. Okay, that's a pretty weird. Oh. How do you manage to not get lost in this game? Easy answer is just get good. Like, I'm not even kidding. It's like the same thing that Dark Souls fans will tell you. Like, just fucking get better at the game. But in reality, like genuinely speaking, like, it's really difficult at first. But the first area of the game does a really good job at kind of leaning you into, like making you lean into, like, how the world works and how to navigate it and everything. Not to say that it isn't difficult. It really is difficult. I feel like this is one of the hardest games to ever navigate for me. Like, I don't think I've ever had a game in which this is my favorite enemy sound in the game. This one right here. Wait, this one right here. This one right here. You got. I love it. It's so good. It's absolutely peak. When I heard it in the trailer, I was like, fuck it, I'm buying this shit. Honestly, basing your mental map around certain landmarks is something I do. That's exactly what I do too. Like, another thing is you kind of get used to which areas lead into what other areas. And when you revisit other areas, you're kind of like more familiar with them because you finally like, oh, I've been in this area for a while now. So like, you know, like I can kind of just like, you know, like I can navigate it pretty better, much better than I did the first time, right? Like, I know in this area, like, these vines that I'm on, they have like flowers. Like, yay, that's something that I didn't know before when I was going through it for the first time. I love orcs. I think they're probably my favorite enemy in the game. Not even kidding. They're probably my favorite. They're probably my favorite ever. Ever. You really do learn to meet the game on its level. That's true. That's literally, and I feel like it's the only game I've played that kind of does this. You know, like, it's a very alien game in its design and concept. I think I literally said those words in my script, and I'm just like rehashing them now. But I'm genuinely, I meant it. I wrote it from the heart. I wrote it from the heart. I love that cat. I do too. It's my favorite part about the game. It's why I haven't changed my difficulty. It's because I feel like I'd miss the cat if it was gone. I love it. It's purple. I love it's a purple cat. Guys, does the purpleness mean something? Perhaps maybe even it is maybe even a reference to the purpleness of evilness in the game, of evilness in purple. What do you guys think? Leave a comment down below. No.
Oh dear.
No. So, this game is just so charming. I love it. I love it. Like, if I ever get children, I'm gonna force them to play this game. It's gonna be their like punishment for like getting bad marks in school. We'll be like, yeah, you're gonna be put in purgatory now. This is it. That purple guy. You know, it's like I've been dying to make a new FNAF video of some kind. The last one I made was like a year ago almost. Probably almost exactly a year ago, yeah. I actually really loved making that Secret of the Mimic video. It was really fun. Although my biggest mistake was my biggest mistake was misleading people on accident, because I made the title of the video why I hated FNAF Secret of the Mimic and why I was wrong, but why I was wrong was cut out half the time on like smaller devices. And then on top of that, fuck it, my fucking brain is doing the thing where it's forgetting what I'm talking about because I'm just so distracted by the game. I was talking about fucking Secret of the Mimic. Secret of the Mimic. In that video, oh yeah, so like one of the things was the second part, but I was wrong about me hating on the game. The second part was cut off for half of the people, and then when I was in the video, the part where I start praising the video was at the latter part of it, and that was kind of a not a good thing, because people genuinely thought the whole video was just bashing on the fucking game, rather than, because you know, like when people get really angry, when you tap into their like innermost hatred of something, like when you really get on their bad side, they're not going to finish your video. They're just not going to, and that's okay. That happens sometimes. It's happened with the Fractal Block World video. Some guy commented, I'm not even kidding, and I love to throw him under the bus, because I'm not, I mean, I'm not going to say I don't even remember his fucking username, because I don't know. Anyways, he literally said, you literally talk about fucking nothing for the first 3 minutes. I'm not gonna watch the next 55 minutes, because I just think you're gonna talk about a load of nothing. And I'm just like, well, joke's on him. I thought the video was pretty good, actually. I thought it was pretty well made. Maybe the cat is purple because the obsession seems like a good thing at first. I don't know. I have a feeling that a cat is purple because that's just the color of the cat when the difficulty of the game is difficulty curved, or sorry, normal difficulty curved. That's literally like it's like normal curved. I don't know why it's called curved, but I think it's because it like curves the difficulty to like you personally. Bro literally missed out because he decided to be goofy. I mean, that's just kind of like how it is with YouTube. I feel like sometimes those comments do kind of like still cut a little bit, but it's surface level at this point. It doesn't cut nearly as bad as when it was like when I was making videos that only really reached like a small audience, and one person would just be like, "Wow, this is dog shit." And I'd be like, "Well, I actually tried quite a bit on this video, so I'd ask you to please reconsider." I actually hate overlords. They're really I hate them. They're like the one enemy in the game that I know like actually becomes stronger and like much harder to kill when they're larger than you. I just realized this entire fanatic lattice isn't like this huge cube. You tried reaching level 0 in the game? Not yet. I have not done so many things in the game. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. A lot of the lore that I got was off the wiki. Like I can't find all these text boxes myself. I just got really interested in reading on the wiki, and that's where I got a lot of the that's where I got a lot of the lore from. Okay, wait, hold on. This would turn it into like a huge red black box, and then you go into here. Me playing literally any competitive game when my team gets mad at me. I'm trying like this. No, that's actually me. Like I do play quite a couple of competitive games. I got into Arc Raiders back when it was like really big, and then that died off, and then I started playing fucking after Arc Raiders I got so deep into Kingdom Come Deliverance 1 and 2 that like I played Kingdom Come Deliverance all the way through, got the achievement for the completionist reward. Like I got all the achievement, like almost all the achievements in the game, except for the ones that I missed because of like save related stuff. And then what's it called? Eventually I took a tiny break, like a week or two, and then I just got straight into the second game, and I was just blown away by how like insane the second game is. And now I'm still playing it, and I'd love to do a video about it, but I just feel like I would have to replay the games if I want to do a video about it, because I did not write any notes. I was literally just playing it for my leisure. I feel like there are some games though that I'm obviously going to play for my leisure, and I'm going to want to make videos about them, but like not badly enough to the point where I'm like I'm going to go back and play it a second time and make like a whole fucking rundown of it. At least not yet. I feel like if I were to make a KCD video, I'd probably do it when the next KCD game comes out, because they did announce that they were going to do a third one. And if you haven't heard of Kingdom Come Deliverance, or you've heard of it but you're not really that interested in it, I feel like it is genuinely one of the most immersive games I've ever played. It's just so immersive. Playing games to play games and enjoy them is important. I agree. I mean, literally, and a lot of people that commented under my post were also game developers as well, and a lot of them were saying that it's like it's important to play games and stay playing games, because how else are you supposed to get inspiration for your own games? A lot of people are trying to reinvent the wheel, so to speak, because they want to make something that's completely new. And while that does sometimes work in cases for like Fractal Block World, your safest bet is to take something alien and transfuse it with something that's familiar, I feel. Because that way you get people, you reel people in with what's familiar, and then you introduce to them the real meat of what your game is really about, right? And another thing is that my games are always meant to be very deep, very introspective, very like think about this in our own world's context. You know, yeah, maybe this game is all make believe, but like, what does this mean for you as the player? What are you going to take out of this when you turn the game off, when you've reached the credits and everything? You know, like what's going to happen after? And it's very important that I do that with my games specifically. There are some games that people make, you know, like Helix Jump, like fucking Geometry Dash, where it's like there's nothing really deep about it besides the community and what they do, and that's fucking awesome. That's honestly the best part about some games like this. And then some games are just meant to be for fun, not really to think deeply about, you know. Um, like I would say Overwatch comes to mind. That game is really just meant for people just like get in, have fun, play with their friends, sense of togetherness. Yeah, there's lore to it, but I feel like people are not so interested in the lore of Overwatch as they are in the actual like gameplay and just enjoying it and stuff like that. And but then again, I don't speak for everybody. I mean, I'm definitely sure that there are some people out there that are really excited to see the animated shorts. I mean, I like some of the animated shorts. They're really good. They're really well made, and some of them have some pretty interesting stuff in them. It's just not my type of style. I'm literally gonna fight you about Overwatch. You can, but I'm not gonna fight for long because I don't really know what I'm talking about right now. I'm gonna be honest. I remember Overwatch originally showcasing more of the lore of the game. Yeah, I remember them coming out with like lore for each of the individual characters, and I really loved that. And even now they do that. Apparently, they still do that. It's just I feel like most people nowadays really just play Overwatch for the gameplay, and for the I'll down that hill that Overwatch lore is the best part. I definitely, hey, listen, I don't disagree with you. I think that if I got into it, I would really enjoy it, but unfortunately, I can't get into every game's lore at the same time. So I'll take your word for it. One thing that happened to me is with a game where I kind of lost what it was supposed to be. When you were making a game or when you were playing a game, because those are pretty popular sentiments for both. I mean, a lot of people lose their way with a game. The most important thing is when something like that happens, when writer's block happens, the one thing that gets me out of it most of the time is just engaging with other content. You know, when I had to, at first we had this really rudimentary, very like small scale kind of like task system in my game that was not very well implemented, so to speak. Like it was genuinely quite annoying to try and implement because all the tasks that you were supposed to do in my 3D game were basically just distractions from the actual core of the game, which was like my conveyor systems and everything. And so eventually I played Arc Raiders, or even this was even before I played Arc Raiders. I played a bunch of games that had like inventories and inventory systems, and I was just like, oh man, this game would fucking slap if it had an inventory system and if it had a looting system. And so then we scrapped the concept with tasks and like maintenance and dealing with maintenance tasks that took you out of the experience forcefully, and we made it so that it's a player-centric thing to have to get the courage to leave your office and go and move around the space that you're given in this like tiny open world that we could fit into this game, and find materials and really look through the nooks and crannies, solve like miniature puzzles to even get some of the things, find keys to get even further into the place in the first place. And then it basically just took into Prey meets Resident Evil meets Factorio meets Five Nights at Freddy's meets all sorts of these different ideas, and all I did was just engage with other people's content and just kind of transmute it. I didn't steal. I took inspiration, you know. And so that if you're ever experiencing writer's block or any sort of like blockage with like making any sort of art, just engage with that type of art more. It's probably the best advice I could give, and it's unsolicited advice, so my apologies for that, because not everybody's looking for advice. Everybody's just looking for something to yap about, which is okay because I love yapping as well. But if you needed a word of advice, that's the one I can give. It's only stealing if you take it brick for brick. That's true. That's true. Because if you take something that a video game did well, but then transfuse it with something else and like combine it, that's why like a very popular thing about game dev right now is like roguelike meets horror, or roguelike meets Metroidvania, or Metroidvania meets Souls-like, or fucking this meets that. They're taking things that have been established long ago as something that deeply works, and they're trying their own spin on it. But then it's not just the genre alone that carries a game. It's also the love that's put behind it and how deeply you are willing to think about your own game. Guys, I'm trying to get into this orange fucking block and I can't find the entrance. Inside, you can find nuke radius upgrades, entrances to I3 wig flowers. Okay, I don't even need to go in there, guys. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I don't even need to go into there. Can somebody help me get to Mylantis? I would love to get to Mylantis from here. I don't know where to get to Mylantis from. I might need to take a little water break because I'm feeling parched. Is that the right word? Parched. Sorry, I was looking at notifications on my phone, like a chud. All I do all day is sit on my phone and look at notifications. That's what I do. I'm really good at that. My next video is going to feature a bit of voice acting from me. I haven't done like serious voice acting on the channel for a while, since the Deltarune video. The Deltarune video is where I got to like spread my I did it for fun too. I was just like, ah, fuck it, I'll give him a voice, fuck it. And I might do some voices for the chapter 5 video if it comes out soon. Because I love doing voices. It's just so fun. I don't think I'm like amazing at it, but I think it's fun. It's fun to do them. I really wonder how this sort of game could be pushed into new boundaries. I feel like genuinely, I want to see if somebody could make like a graphics mod for the game, just to see what like a shader would look like for this game. Like, what if like the Fnatic caverns were just like really fucking dark and scary and creepy? This game doesn't have any sort of like discernible lighting, and I don't think it needs it. But I would love to see what the modding community for this game could make. That's what I love about the fact that like my video blew up, is that more people are like conscious about this game existing. Distance-wise or depth-wise. I mean, this game is only 73 megabytes. It could be pushed an infinite amount, and it already is pretty infinite. I feel like the more Dan adds into this game, the more it genuinely just feels impossible to find it all. But maybe one day I will. This game desperately needs creepypastas made on it. I feel like there are already creepypastas made on similar topics to this, similar type of things. Yeah, 73 megabytes. I had to like uninstall it from Steam to just like figure out how many megabytes it was. Actually, no, that's a lie. That's a lie. I went through the properties. You could check it through the properties, how much it is. I just thought that would be very jarring to hear that a game like this is like only 73 megabytes. Honestly, most of them are just probably the textures and sound files. Yeah, I agree. Textures, sound files, maybe the animations for some of these, like this is probably animated. Maybe not even. Maybe it's not even animated in the literal sense. It's literally just like a script making it rotate on different axes. This game does work really well. I actually figured out that there's like actual level of detail settings, and I had to turn them up. But even if I turn them up, there's a certain point where it actually becomes really laggy. Can you go to the end of the world? You see, I don't really know. I don't really know if I can, because I actually have no idea. Mylantis is in space outside the first Yang world, Tau Caves moon. Okay, interesting. Thank you for pointing me in the right direction. I've been just kind of like talking, yapping around and like fucking wandering, literally wandering. I'm just doing some wandering, some light wandering, and I've been wandering. Where the hell Mylantis is? I would like to go to Mylantis. I want to see this world of Mylantis. Can somebody answer this question for me? Is there anything deeper than hell in this game? Like, is there anything deeper than hell? Like, if I go deeper into a hellflower somehow, somewhere, is there more? Is there anything more? Go into a Menger sponge? Nuh-uh. I already did that once. I'm not doing it again. Absolutely fucking not. I got stuck in one for a pretty long time. Mender sponges are so fucking huge in this game. I remember getting so deep into one, and then I had to like manually get out because I didn't know that you could like respawn like randomly. What I do know is that level 0 is just a relatively small box. I can't even fathom level 0. I don't even get the level display on my screen anymore. I don't even know why that's a thing. I don't know why my level display is gone. Do you guys notice how there's no level display? There used to be a level display on the top left or top right or something. Apparently you can go to level -1, but it'll crash your game due to it technically existing outside the game's bounds. That's very interesting. There's a secret area below the boss. I went to the credits room, like I did the credits stuff before already. Why am I going here? I could go down. Jeez. I go deeper than hell. Well, I'm wondering if there's like a Hell I2 or something, or Hell 2 or something. So I'm just wondering, guys. I'm a curious guy. Let's go to Ying Forest. I called it a pure Mender sponge. Just called it a sponge. I was thinking of actually playing Lucid Blocks, and thanks to you guys, I could actually afford that game. I don't have to like keep my money saved up or something because I do I mean like I'm pretty good with my money, but I don't know. I really wonder how a Mandelbrot set would look like in this game. I wonder how deep it would let you realistically go. That's a really interesting thing to think about. If Hell was so good, why didn't they make Hell 2? Because guys, can you make an inner core inside an inner core? I wonder. I'm gonna go to the Ying Forest, in which I have the least level. I'm at level 18 in this one. This is level 18. Humble beginnings. I would like to say that I remember being here, but I really do not. I genuinely do not remember being here. I'm not. I want Pokemon cards 24/7. Great way to spend your money. My brother actually got into Pokemon cards. Yeah, Lex, tell him. Tell him about your Pokemon cards that you briefly got into. How much money you make off them? Someone made a 6D Mandelbrot set in Minecraft. It's a pretty cool little project, but you know, performance tanks pretty early on. You know what's I think the biggest thing about this game is that it runs so well despite being such a despite it being a fractal game. Like the whole idea of making it like an LOD system is insane. It's like it's very well done, I would say. Hello, didn't expect to see this in my recommended. Super hyped to watch this. What, my video? You haven't watched it yet? Go. Watch. I'll probably still be here afterwards. There's someone on YouTube called a Grumble Stiltskin who has a series of the hardest difficulty on Fractal Block World. I don't find myself ever doing that until like I'm genuinely doing achievement hunting, which I like to believe is someday in the future, but genuinely I feel like I'm only ever going to get more busy than I am now, which means I don't think I'm ever going to fully achievement hunt all the games that I have on my Steam library. I have so many games to get to. It's so fucking atrocious. I I have way too many to get to. I heard it's hard to grow in Stony Air. It's hard to grow in Stony Air, but I'm trying to grow. So does anybody know how to grow really fast? And oh, okay, awesome. Wait, hold on before I do this. Gotta increase my plasma damage by like 1 or 2. Okay, let's keep going. We're gonna keep going. Since everything's voxels, I think I might be in this game somewhere. You got a cool username for that very reason. You like Valorant? Last time I played Valorant was like a couple years ago. I almost played it very recently. Because a friend tried to convince me. And then it just wouldn't download on my computer, and I was like, fuck it. I'm just gonna go and play fucking, I don't know, Fractal Block World. I'm gonna go play something fucking weird. That strokes my brain instead. Who's your favorite character in this game? Probably Jane. I really love the whole Jane arc of the plot. I think Jane is my favorite. I also really think that Sagittarius A star is interesting of a concept, although I haven't gotten too deep into it, which is why he's not in first place. Tom. Some dude named Tom. Just some guy named Tom, guys. Stony caves larger than you have an exposed grow ring. Probably an oversight, lol. Probably. And I hope that I can exploit it to keep going. Someone said this game is not a game, but it's like it's an engine. But I think it's both. I think it can be both. I feel like a lot of the comments that I get on all of my videos that are the most misunderstanding of my content are the ones that simply just false dilemma, trying to put things into two different categories, either yes or no, up or down, left or right, when something is seemingly just either both, nothing, or something completely entirely different. Let you grow out of the Tau caves completely, but it's really hard. The pea trees. Yeah, I remember. I remember somebody saying something about the pink trees. What does the nuke weapon do? You want to see? Brace your ears. Yeah, it's pretty fucking loud. I'd like to avoid using it. Sorry, I feel like the text on screen is like way in the middle. I don't like it being in the middle. I like to have a. Sorry. Let me move the subscription text like somewhere to the bottom or something. Like over, I moved it to like the bottom left so you guys aren't bothered by it nearly as much. I just like to show off the new subscribers all the time because you guys are all welcome. You just assumed the law of the excluded middle. Is that what it's called? I didn't know. I'm not like an actual philosopher. I just love talking about things in a philosophical lens. I'm there's like I just learned the whole idea of a false dilemma and I was like, so that's what it's called when people are trying to fucking always put things into like a left or right type of thing. Like that frustrates me. I'm gonna say some things about this. I remember the whole deal with the parallel chain, so I was thinking if the whole idea behind Zar is that it's a sort of wormhole type thing across multiple dimensions or whatever. Like the whole Zar world is just what exists between realities, maybe. You see, it's very unclear because, well, it's currently unclear, but I feel like if I ruminate on it enough, I'll probably come up with something to think about, and something to talk about in a follow-up video. There's two branches of the story right now where Kay is genuinely being paranoid and she's experiencing delusions, and you as the player are like actually in this world, and a lot of the things that she says cannot really be trusted because of that. It's not her fault. I mean, she's been through a lot, right? So and then there's this other thread of the story where everything she says is completely true, which is it's kind of the lens in which I tackled the game when I was going through it for the first video. Well, just as you said in the video, nobody in the game really has any idea about what it actually is. Yeah, it's true. I also just feel like I wanted people to really get from the video that what's important is that I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I just want to make a fun video that's, fun to follow. I want to try to string a story together. That's the whole idea. I wanted to make a piece of art and I wanted to put it out there. That's pretty much it. Sorry for backseating. Don't worry. If you're backseating about the game, please do. I need more people to point me in the right direction. I really want to go to my Atlantis and I really don't know how to get there. I'm just yapping and flying around now so that you guys have some background footage. So I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoy it so far, and I hope you enjoy it in the future. As long as this stream still runs. I feel like clarifying only the oak trees much larger than you are the ones you can grow in. Okay, the oak trees that are much larger than you. So are you talking about like the oak tree blocks, or like? Wait, sorry. I'm getting a little bit into the zone here. So by much bigger, do you mean like these ones that like literally cover a whole wall? And then inside of them I'll find like a pink tree or something? Or, I don't know. But you did say it was really hard to grow from these, right? So this is an oak tree, right? So you have to be much smaller than this, right, to get in? So let me clarify. I've never used one of these before because I've never had to grow into these. I was always shrinking and shrinking. I've never had to grow. If I shrink down low enough and then go to that tree over there, something good will happen, guys? I wonder. Oh shit, I should probably take in the armor. It's fine. Whatever, I'll just go through it. The ones that are a kilachunk wide instead of a chunk wide. Okay, okay. That's pretty cool to know. Wait, so I'm still too big to go into this oak tree right here, right? Let me know if you need some more clarification. Thank you. Like you're a godsend. Sorry, I misspelled fractal. That's okay. What if we're in the fractal? That's kind of the idea. That's kind of the idea of the whole game, actually. The one thing that really piqued my interest is like, are we somebody at a computer right now in like a lab somewhere exploring this world, which is why we're able to kind of just like freely run around and just kind of go through it. Like, what if our health as the person, I don't know, because the whole idea that we're like a computer is kind of taken away by the fact that it says you are dead when you die. You are dead means that you as the player have died. You as the player person have died. So that's like peculiar. Can you make a crafting table of the oak tree? I've lost the plot. I think you have lost the plot because I'm pretty sure you need an oak tree to make a crafting table, no? Are you kidding me? I have to fucking go through a tiny ass maze right now? God damn it. Is this what you're talking about? Like, god damn it. Sorry, my mouse keeps hitting my keyboard. I keep on putting up that menu. Oh, god damn it. What sort of PC do you have? I need to remember the specs, but I recently updated it to like a RTX 3080 Ti. I got it from my uncle. I have an uncle who loves obsessing over like, well, I don't think he obsesses, but he's genuinely just a big computer guy. He loves computers. So, out of the kindness of his heart, he gives me his hand-me-downs. And they're like in pristine condition too, because this guy takes care of his shit. Super nice uncle. Shout out to him for this absolutely stellar graphics card. Before this I had a 3060, but it was starting to like chug with like some games on Ultra, so I was like, I could use a new one. And then I realized like, oh, you have to go through the green branch thing. That maze is really long and isn't necessary. It's just a secret trophy thing. Oh, I love secret trophies. What are you talking about? I think I'm too big. I love trophy. I love it. It's my favorites. I love it. I love it. We love trophy. I love just hearing the, oh yeah. Oh yeah. And then I hear the little Steam notification pop up. And of course, it's yet another Steam trophy that I've gotten that's like super rare. It has that golden glow around it because nobody fucking bothers with the trophies in this game for some reason. Either that or everybody that's played this game just like did not boot it up. It's so sad. There was mentions of code injections and the universe having the capacity of crashing. That's also true. Seb, that's good. That's good that you brought that up because now there's these two like conflicting things. I need to figure out which one of these is right or if both of these can coexist as ideas, you know? 3060s are good too. Sad to see them getting thrown out for not being able to fully push games. I never throw out my graphics cards, especially since nowadays like they're really expensive. I'm not gonna like upmark their price or anything. Like I would never do that. I just give them to people I know that need them. Like I would have like a friend or my brother, for example. My brother needed like an update to his computer. So yeah. Most games ultra settings are a sham too. That's true. That's true. I tend to play on like high or medium on most games either way. Just because I prefer having the performance. Sometimes the performance is much more important to me. And I do say sometimes because oh, is this gonna lock me in if I do this? No, it isn't. I can actually use this to get out. Okay, awesome. Awesome. Easy shrink, easy shrink. Okay, so that's a toll door. We have to fly all the way this way. We have a bunch of menaces here. Okay, wait, we can use the rail to go faster. Wait, which one pulls you in? It was this one. You have spare, if you have spare GPUs, you could always plug them back in your PC if you have multiple PCIe ports. I have a huge tower. I actually had to upgrade my tower just to fit my 3080, because I didn't even realize how small my older tower was. My new one is much bigger. It's to the point where it doesn't even fit under my desk. I have to have it like on a slant. My setup just actually looks so, it looks like hogwash. You guys ever take the long noob maze? Damn thing took 30 minutes and I kept going, what do you mean there's another layer? I know! It was one of the first mazes I found in the game, which is the worst part. I love the railgun. I feel like what's really interesting is that I hated the railgun because it was just basically the most shit weapon I had. And then eventually I upgraded it and everything just fucking changed. I also really like the Vulcan enemies. I think they're very balanced. If there is an enemy like that that could be in this game. You could have gone inside the branch instead. It has the same layout as an apple tree, only you don't get mauled immediately by 1,000 scourges. Fuck yeah. I love apple trees though. You know, this layout kind of reminds me very much of those places in Bristol's, I think they were, or Williston towns. I don't remember. There was like a building where there's like a war Vulcans, like purple ones, and it's kind of like a staircase leading down, and then eventually you get to I-2 at the end. So I'm still in Stony Air. Could have gone inside the branch instead. The railgun is, yeah, the railgun is really awesome. I have to figure out which comments I've already read and which ones I haven't. Being able to throw random programs onto the weaker GPU is a godsend. I've been looking into self-hosting AI. I don't really use AI for much except for like coding tasks because I feel like that's the only like kind of like really good way to use it, and increasingly so. I feel like over the years I've gotten more and more weary of my use of it um because I really don't like the whole idea of like the AI data centers. I really don't like the fact that they genuinely just like contribute to a terrible environment. They're not very future thinking, and they're very much um uh I'm gonna put this in very like Gen Z terms, but they're very not cool. um and I use it for coding. I really do I really do have a very big rule of never allowing AI to seep into anything front facing. Nothing front facing will ever be AI with me because and a lot of people, it's very weird that a lot of people just don't get this. Um but it generally, like, I just love art too much to do that. I just love to art I love art to do that. I just love art too much to be able to just kind of like try and pull shortcuts here and there. I feel like its applications are generally very overblown, and very much kind of like they could be very much a scourge on a lot of things that, you know, people hold dear to themselves, you know. Oh, what the fuck? Where am I? Where am I? Did I just undo my shit? No, no, no. Yeah, Mr. GPT, please make this fun game with RTX. That doesn't work. Like, you have to know a lot of coding and a lot of programming. I've been programming since I was in the 7th grade. I started with Lua and Roblox, and I worked my way up to Unity C Sharp, and now I do Godot C Sharp. Um, Nowadays, uh, yeah, I mean, like, I use it for work, and I use it to speed up what is back facing. All the back end stuff, I use it for the code on the back end, and it's just it's lovely for that reason. I love it. The only thing is that I hate the fact that no matter what AI I use, I feel like I'm fucking losing a part of myself because they're genuinely so fucking bad for the environment, and it's not only that, but there's also just a bunch of like red flags, like with privacy and government stuff, and it's insane that we live in a world where we genuinely have to think about our own privacy. But this is the world we live in. Fuck it. And so I'm really happy that PewDiePie came up with Odysseus, because um, it's oh man, I'm just so happy that it exists. I'm just so happy that it exists because the fact that you are able to use it to host AI on your own system, not have to worry about your data being sent to some cloud somewhere. And I don't really worry that, I'm not somebody that really worries about my privacy that much. I feel like China got my fucking shit like ages ago, and they know exactly who I am and when I go to take a shit every day. But one thing is that it's a matter of principle, you know, because if they're willing to take my privacy, what else are they willing to take from me? What else are they willing to use against me? Things that aren't considered crimes now that I may have done, right? You know, like saying something or doing something minor, you know, like where I'm at, weed is legal. What if it becomes illegal? And, you know, I asked a couple of weed questions to fucking Gemini, and then now fucking that information can be used against me in a court of law. And that's just it's almost beautiful how melancholic the world we live in is. But let's not forget that there are reasons to live. There are still very many reasons to be happy and live. We still have forests and we still have trees, albeit it is never going to be as green as the lush fields of the medieval times. But at least people don't beat their wives nearly as much now, and people get caught for that shit and they go to jail, right? So that's you know, there's so many things that are going bad right now in the world, but let's not forget that we have each other, right? We have each other, we have our close ones, and we have art, and we still have art. We have the people that try to ignore art and sideline it and be like, oh, like look what I could do with this AI. Like look guys, I made this AI generated fucking movie, guys. Wow, that's great, dude. Have you tried going outside and touching some grass, bro? Because like I think that would be very good for you. Bad things, but have you considered whimsy? That's exactly my point. I'm very happy you get it. I can't hold back my whimsy right now. Anyways, I was gonna read a bunch of your comments, guys, but like wait, hold on. I need to like scroll up a little bit on the comments because there was a lot of really interesting ones. I've seen a lot of vibe coded games these days. I mean, sure, it's impressive that the game was made entirely with AI, but you know, it's always an insanely ugly, unperformant, and hyper bloated project. Not only that, but a lot of like websites are like vibe coded too, and there's so many security issues that come with that. It's a little like terrifying to think about. Because so many people are just be like, guys, here's my totally legit website that I did not create with AI. I totally didn't. And then you realize that there's like a back door somewhere for malicious parties to just steal shit, steal your information, spam you, you know, be able to even like find your location and and things like that, you know, using your IP address, stuff like that, you know, that we have to be really careful now. But again, guys, take a look at this game. This is a game that exists in 2026, right? This is a game that exists in 2026, and you guys are all here just enjoying it with me, and I love this shit. I love this shit to fucking death. Okay, if I'm not careful here, I might actually take too much damage. I might not even survive, so I just have to get rid of all these Vulcans as fast as possible with all the railguns I have. 12 railguns in each lens. Still, proper local AI really needs rather beefy hardware. I'm just very fortunate to have hardware that's beefy enough to have like a mid-tier coding AI assistant. And I think that that's what I've always wanted. I just wanted an AI that works on my computer because now I feel so much better about it. I feel so much better about using it. Yeah, like I just generally don't feel like a dick anymore. Does this work? So you think you are pretty clever. Is that all this says? It's gonna make me go all the way to the top only to fucking like grab it away from me, and there's absolutely nothing. There's just like a dead end wall here. Man, the fact that this game got modding support. Oh shit, I think I am too smart. I gotta go back down. I'm too little. What is my favorite game? I think of all time, my favorite game would probably be Majora's Mask. But this year, I think Kingdom Come Deliverance 1 and 2 have definitely taken the cake for like two of my most favorite, most beloved games. They're just so immersive. If you guys haven't ever played Kingdom Come, it's essentially like a medieval take on like the whole like open world game. And the first game is really janky, but super fun, and the story is super good. You genuinely feel like a peasant in the 14th century. No dragons, no monsters. It's all just historically accurate medieval game. And the best part about it is you feel like you're learning history while also being so engaged with the story of it. It's so awesome. It's so, so good. You can use that to bypass some mazes, by the way, like shrinking too small. That's awesome. May I offer a silly, cozy horror game that's definitely just good vibes? Offer anything. I'll put it on my list. And if you guys want me to play it on stream, I can get back into streaming. I mean, I was going to do this one stream just to make sure that I could get some more ideas for the video ruminating, and then I'll look back on it at a later time. But man, I love streaming so fucking much, you guys. I genuinely wish I could just do streaming as a full-time job. But I can't. I can't. I have a video game and a video game studio, and I have fucking taxes, and I'm an adult, and I have to fucking, like wipe my ass, and I have to fucking do all this other shit. No pun intended. And I can only stream every once in a while. Creature Kitchen. Okay. Okay. I fuck with the name. I fuck with the name. Mine is Super Mario Bros. 3. That's a really good pick. I actually really like that game too. I actually have these fond memories of having this like laptop that used to actually turn itself off when it would overheat. And it would overheat for everything. I played 3 games on that laptop, on that old shitty laptop. I played 3 games. Super Mario Bros. 3, emulated of course. Super Mario World, where I would figure out a video on, like, I found a video online on how to reach Bowser in like the most minimal amount of levels, like using all the secret warps. And like I used to just like beat the game over and over that way. I genuinely think I had some sort of I was definitely an interesting kid. And then my last one, my last game that I played was Mega Man X, which I don't really remember much about, and I'm not really that big of a Mega Man fan anymore. But I would like to play that game in particular sometime in the future. Are you trying to grow as big as possible right now? In the game? Yeah, I am. Yeah. So I'm trying to look for another one of those like oak trees. Shouldn't there be a depth level somewhere on the screen? Yeah, I thought there should be, but like I don't know why, but I think the game updated once really recently, and now it's just gone. It's just gone. Yeah, I have a huge back catalog of games. My favorite game this year is Look Outside. Is that a horror game? Because I don't know if I might have heard of it. My brother really wanted me to make a No, I'm Not a Human video. And I feel like maybe one day I will, but somebody already made a video like covering the lore of that game, and I feel like there's nothing much left to cover for it specifically for me, but I'd be down to play it on stream. In the settings you can bring it back in the HUD. I think it's a new update. Okay. System HUD, side displays, select displays. What the fuck? PS, game time, level. Enabled, yes. Alignment, left. Priority, 99. Man, you could turn on so many HUD elements. That's crazy. Okay, thanks for telling me to do that. That was really intuitive. It is. Look Outside is a cosmic body horror. Oh man, I love body horror. I love body horror so much. I was so intrigued by The Substance as a movie when it first came out. I never ended up watching it in theaters, but I watched this YouTuber. I like watching his like rundowns of horror movies. His name was Elvis the Alien. If you guys watched him, I watched him back in the day when he used to be a commentary YouTuber with like 20K subs, and now he's like this like huge movie reviewer, and I still love his content. I'm genuinely like, I wouldn't say I'm an OG, but with him I'm like low key an OG. I've been watching his shit since like 2017, 2016. Oh, I've grew even more. I grew even more. I'm gonna keep looking for more shit. There's got to be more red capsules somewhere here. Type 3 Tau Caves. You should visit a city called Richmond. You can find in Type 1 Tau Caves from a distance that looks like a black and white checkered cube. I'm wondering if they're telling me this is Type 3 Tau. I'm trying to remember the last time I was in a cave like this. I'm also trying to remember if I went up too much. Oh, no. There are still oak trees here, so I could shrink and then get bigger and then do that again. Or should I shrink into this tree here and then get out? Or should I keep looking for a tree that's my size? You can find several trophy lists for each main section of the game. Yeah, I actually used to look at it just to like see how much I haven't done. What are my favorite YouTubers? One of my all-time favorite YouTubers, one of them is a video essayist by the name of Noah Caldwell Gervais. I've actually spoken about him quite a couple times. I just genuinely think his content is it's very much fall asleep content. He doesn't even have music in half of his videos. He just has B-roll rolling in the back while he has just a very eloquently spoken script. And I think his script work is some of the best I've ever like heard. In a game, you're close to getting out. Yeah. No, don't shrink, keep growing. Okay. No shrinking into trees, just keep going bigger. Okay, got it. So that's probably one of my favorite YouTubers. I definitely recommend his content if you're a fan of Resident Evil. He made a huge Resident Evil video covering every single video, every single game that he could, including like Revelations 1 and 2, which I have not played. But I am going to play soon. He did Resident Evil 0 as well, I think, in that video. Then he did all the mainline games. I don't know if he did 8, and I don't know if he did Resident Evil 4 Remake. I think he did Resident Evil 2 Remake. Maybe he did it. No, 8 came out after Resident Evil 2 Remake, right? And I don't think he did Resident Evil 3 Remake as well. Because the video is pretty old now. So he just did like a complete retrospective, but back in a couple of years ago. And it just popped up on my recommended back when the new game coming out was Resident Evil 4. And not gonna lie, I gotta get into the original Resident Evil games. I feel like the only one that I would really deeply fuck with... Actually, I feel like the two that I deeply fuck with are 2 and 3. I already played 4. I played it on stream entirely, and I think it was the most fun I've had playing a game. Please don't forget to save before you get out of the Tau Caves, by the way. Thanks for the tip. I was probably gonna forget to do that. But I have this like really good habit of like close to leaving. I'm just gonna call this close to leaving. Because what are we leaving? We're leaving the world. Wait, I saw something. Head back down. You can just tell me to do that and I'll listen to you. I'm so fucking gullible. What the fuck? Yeah, I would really, really want to get into the original first 2 games of Resident Evil. Not remade. I'm really excited about the Code Veronica remake. My girlfriend had to send me the post. She was just like, "Have you seen this?" And I'm like, "What? No, I've not." And I had to quiet down because I was gonna squeal like a little piggy. Sometimes when you point in a cardinal direction, it says which direction. Head back down. Okay, hold on. You know what's funny is my fucking camera, my fucking webcam has been in the way. Back down. From here, back down? Or do you want me to like do something else? Oh, I'm in Tweedledee air or something. Tweedledum. Tweedledee, Tweedledum. Aha! Thank you, Floofy. You have pointed me in the right direction. Your intuition was correct. I'm gonna keep growing. I've never tried to grow this hard in this game before. Floofy, you get Floofy, Mono. You guys have been actually like doing some heavy lifting here with the. I don't. No, it's not backseating. Absolutely not backseating. This is called being helpful. This is what we call being helpful. Ever fucking heard of it? I am sure you have. Because of your expertise in this field. Okay, wait, I'm going to resurface just a bit above just so I can see where the trunk is. Keep growing. I'm just going to keep growing. I love how like easy these early areas of the game are. Like there are menaces everywhere and I'm like I'm not my health's doing okay. Ooloo! 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 I'm really excited because I deeply fuck with this game. I deeply fuck with this game. Okay. Backseating, I feel, has to be done maliciously to be considered as such. That's true. That's true. When somebody goes, "Oh fuck, you're such a fucking idiot. What are you doing? Why are you not playing the game how I want you to?" But when people are just like, "Oh, did you know that there's like this fucking place here?" I'd be like, "No. What? You want to talk to me about that a little more? I like the idea of this." My EMPs are pretty underpowered as far as I know. Okay, never mind. I guess they have pretty good distance now. I love when menaces were the first enemy to kill me. Yeah, good times. Good fucking times, guys. Good fucking times. My minigun is actually a minigun now. Like before, it was just like this slow shooting, like toot 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 toot, and now it's actually a minigun. I love it. Okay, 8 cells, 8 cells. Before what I used to stream was I used to stream this like I used to stream lots of randomizers, like Zelda randomizers, because I was a really big fan of them. I just really loved how like they always took me in a different path every time when I would go through them. Just save. Yes, please. Thank you. Pay the toll to open the door above. We already know this. Let's keep doing it. Let's keep going. Game saved. Waypoint enable. Oak tree top. Save game. I'm like a compulsive saver. When I was a kid, I used to save games like 3 times before I was done with it. Okay, so now this big area is now not that big anymore. It's pretty small. Pretty small. Holy shit. Now these tunnels are starting to get really tight. Type 2 Tau caves. Interesting, interesting. This is still an oak tree. Also, the text boxes from here on out become a bit more important and will point you in the right direction. Okay, cool. So should I just read the Tau caves one? This is an oak tree. Nope. Barrels. 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 Honestly, just keep going in one direction. That's usually what I do. Like, I usually just try to keep going in the same direction over and over. I don't know what this green square is, though. Making me a little curious about it. I have to be really careful not to, like, accidentally shrink, because, like, if you touch them, you still shrink. Good night. Good night to you, too. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Uh-oh. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? That's eerie as hell. That's really eerie. Just imagine, like, a bunch of balls spawning in, and all of them are just, like, looking straight at you. Just darted right at you. Grass, you're at the top. Fuck yeah. Guys, should I enter this Ying forest here? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. What is this? This is an imp disco. I've never been to one of these. I just kind of want to explore a little bit. So I hope you guys don't mind if I explore. Oh, what the fuck? Wait, did it teleport me to the... Oh. Wait, what the fuck? Why is it a pyramid if... Oh, I see now. It's on the outside where the imp disco is happening. Just trying to feel a little bit claustrophobic. Honestly, I thought those were eyes or teeth at first glance. I love everything that you're about to explore. Thank you for bringing me here. I genuinely appreciate it. The game is starting to lag because there's so many imps here. You guys hear that? So glad to see you're doing well. Welcome back, Banana. This is the #1 rage baiter of all time. I'm still doing well. I just thought I'd do a returning stream because I'm flipping awesome. That why? That is why? That why? That why. I do stream because I awesome. That why. Well, they do give you homing rockets. I just fucking hate using homing rockets. Played this game for so damn long. Seeing the part where you go out of the cave and into the void with the planets feels so eerie. I agree. That was actually genuinely like a top tier moment for me. I wasn't expecting it to be like that. Wait a second. The sun is here. Guys, do you think that K has some messages left for us in there? Because there were some comments saying that K might be the sun. I genuinely think this imp disco was a mistake. That was a mistake. Okay, so I know that like there's a grow location on some side of the sun. Wait, see on the right side of the sun. Oh, perfect. Thank you. Sounds like someone in Moonbase. Moonbase Alpha is such a niche reference. Oh, I can't go that far without having to grow. See, look at this. This is the perfect way to show you what this game is all about. I'm going as fast as I can, and it's fucking nothing. It looks like I'm not even getting closer. Unsavory goon. Because the goons are unsavory. Okay, we're getting better. We're getting bigger. We're getting bigger here. The laser's first shot is pretty weak. The second shot, though, like the strong shot, for me, is now like one of my best weapons. Why is it that in outer space there are laboratories? Like, notice how there are laboratories and great spiders. Like, what is this? What, like, do these mean anything, really? Oh, shit. I am taking quite a bit of damage. I gotta like start using my rail gun to get my health back a little bit. Just when I'm low on health though, because I am running out of rails. If I find a buy station, I'll get to it. Otherwise, I'm probably going to um can you save scum in this game? Like if I'm close to dying, can I like hold on. I think I need to use my strat that I used before. I used this one strat in the late game where I would just use the laser to do most of my damage because these goons do a shit ton of damage sometimes. And I just need to keep moving towards the sun while trying not to take that much damage. What the fuck? Okay, hold on. I'm taking way too much damage. Okay, that's enough. That's enough health for now. The Tau Caves are a type of moon. Go to the larger planet. Okay. Hold on. We got some collapsed angels here. Oh, yeah, yeah. These guys drop health. These guys drop health. This is good. This is good. I don't have to worry about health anymore. I could get like an overshield and then we're good. I don't know if that spider might be too far away. What's weird about that spider specifically, it looks very yonic. It looks like a vagina with like ball sack eyes. Do you think that's like maybe supposed to be on purpose? Like, cause that's like an actual like symbolism, you know? That's like a type of, that's a very popular type of symbolism in a lot of things. Ooh, hello. What are these? Oh, they have rocket upgrades and they get my health up. Awesome. Awesome sauce. You can save scum. Okay, go back. There's a larger planet. Do you really want me to go back? Like, is this what you're talking about? Or, like, what are you talking about else? What else? Where'd that word come from? It just snuck its way in there. That sentence. Half the time I'm just, like, too worried about what I'm playing. And right now I actually have to lock in because this is pretty difficult territory. Like, I feel like I'm strong enough for this area, but maybe yeah, like maybe I'm just freaky. Maybe I'm just freaky. That's probably why the spider looks like that. What is fucking that? What is this big ass like black square? There's a gamma moon. Are all these different locations worth visiting? Like, should I visit them? Because I do want I do like trophies, but like I want to see what's like really important right now. I'll go back because I am pretty big. I can move pretty fast with this. I also want to see if I can find a buy station somewhere here. What's this? This is very interesting. It looks like a junction of some kind. Can I shrink? I'll shrink. Fuck it. Oh, oh. Yeah, grind for a bit. I will do that. I will try my best. Got some armor. Ooh, we get a waypoint. Clay planet. I've never been to one of these. It's a clay planet. If you shrink and go through the plugs in the ground, you can enter the giant maze inside the planet. There are hundreds of 7x7x7 mazes, where 2 adjacent ones are connected by 4 corridors. At the bottom of this planet is a giant cavern with 6,000 gold and extra treasure. If you just keep going down, you will eventually reach it. There are also smaller cavities with minigun damage upgrades. Well, they're important, but the sun and the black cube in the middle are more important. Okay. I mean, you are in space. It's basically like a whole new area, like the Tau Caves moon and the Ying world. So you're probably gonna visit it all when you decide to. That's really, really cool. Who is Stream Elements? I use Stream Elements. It's like kind of like I guess you could call it a mod for like the streaming software that I use. Just kind of like says things in chat and says when somebody's subscribed and stuff like that. It's also like it's like a plugin. So like I see on the side who's a new subscriber. If anybody's left any like tips, because I have tips enabled on my streams, but I don't really like urge people to tip me because you could literally just watch the stream for free and I mean, especially nowadays. I mean, back in the day when I couldn't monetize because I wasn't monetized because I was like too small, which was literally like a year ago, 2 years ago. I couldn't monetize, so I just, I put my stream elements there, said, hey, listen, if you guys like really enjoy it, do whatever. I'm not really going to talk about it much, and if you find it, then you do it. I really want to point you in the right direction, but the stream delay is infuriating. Yeah, it's like 10 seconds long, and it's just enough to confuse me. It adds some friction. It adds some friction. I will say so. It adds some friction, but I think it's pretty balanced. Reaching the giant cavern takes a long time. Do you think it's worth it going to a clay planet right now? Or should I just go back to this waypoint later and just be like, go here later? Go here later. Don't forget. Got it. Bookmark. There are so many suns, beta moons, gamma moons. Clay plant maze is too long. Do you think that I should do the clay caverns? Go back later? Okay, I'll do it. I'll do it later. Clay dungeons are agonizingly long. The thing about it is that I found myself frustrated with the caves in this game, but it wasn't like a frustrated where I wanted to stop playing. It was a frustrated where I was like, damn, this is taking me a long time to get to the part of the game that I wanted to get to. But I feel like at the end of the maze, it always feels like you earned it. Like you genuinely fucking earned getting out of the maze. You feel like a Dyson swarm surrounding the sun. Niche reference. Not so niche reference. I find it funny how this game can get tempting sometimes. You'd be on a mission to get to A, but you find B in the process that has cool C, which includes the D area, then you forget the mission. That's just how it went with me with this game. It's also why this video took so long to make, because I was just, like, I couldn't get to the inner core, because it was just, like, one, it was taking me a long time to get anywhere near the infinity flowers, because I was just like always getting distracted. But then after that, I would just like keep getting distracted even after the infinity flowers. I'd be like, okay, I'm pretty close to the end of the game, I guess. And I would just be like, huh, but there's these oranges, and then there's these new places, and there's the laboratory vines, and then there's the I3 there's like the I3 trees that you can enter the inside of, and I fucking love that place. It's so awesome. And it just gets better and better. This game only opens its own horizons more and more. And the fact that this entire like space area of the game exists is insane, because I would have never found this if it weren't for you guys. I would have probably like maybe I would have found it like later on, but like definitely not as soon as I did if it weren't for you guys. Go to the grow cube in the corner of the clay planet. Ugh, because I'm going so fucking far away. I'm so sorry. I glance at chat every once in a while because I'm like trying to pay attention to the game. I'm gonna go back to the clay planet, guys. Sorry. I apologize for my tardiness. For the stream's tardiness. I'm gonna go back. I'm sorry. I'm on IQ too high. I'm just going the opposite way, like for fun at this point. Oh man. Back in the day when I had like a much smaller following, there was this thing I would do where like there would be trolls coming into my my streams. Obviously there would be. That's like that's just like a canon event. I would just troll them back. Half the time they wouldn't even realize it was the best part about my streaming. Besides like actually interacting with cool people. I don't even judge you for the distractions. Some areas of this game feel like they were made intentionally for that. Luckily, there's in-game libraries. This game with no wiki and libraries would be very hard. I should be thanking you for bringing light to a game like this. Hey, I wasn't doing. A lot of the heavy lifting came from like, other people as well. Like I don't think I did this alone at all, and I genuinely owe it to that one person that made the fucking meme that got me into this game. If it weren't for that meme, I would have never seen this game, and I hope that Instagram brings me another mythical fucking real pull like that. I mean, I think you're the only guy who actually analyzed the lore. The orange guy was just a let's play. Yeah, it was funny to me because I kept on like second guessing myself. I kept on second guessing myself with the lore, which was like really interesting because I kind of thought that somebody might have covered it and I just didn't know and I didn't see it, or like I just, like I missed it somewhere. But I guess I was really the first. Didn't mean to be. I'm happy I am. I love this game. The corner of the planet. Yeah. Corner of the planet. Yeah, you guys are right, because there's these red boxes. See how like my brain kind of turns off when I'm playing video games? I hope you guys get used to that, because that's gonna happen a lot when I stream. That's like a standard thing that happens. But guys, this is a dangerous grow. Do we guys, it says dangerous grow on this thing. says dangerous. What's the difference between like normal grows and dangerous ones, and like dangerous shrinks and regular shrinks? Like I like what's the difference really? Oh damn, I'm fucking much faster. Thank you guys. Thanks guys. Hey guys. Thank you. You saved, so it's all right. Dangerous just implies that it'll be hard or impossible to get back. That's what I kind of thought. I kind of thought that that's what it was. Yeah, okay. It's just warning you. It's very nice of this game. You can enlarge here in the middle of this 3x3x3 cube. Once you enlarge here, the only way to get back to this location and at your current size is to go to the boundary of this galaxy cube and shrink on a vertical edge. You do have to be smaller to enter the sun, but it's fine. Maybe are there like shrinking capsules near the sun, or do I have to like physically find something? Because shrinking ones are a little hard to find at the moment. They did say it is very hard to shrink again. What platforms is this game on? It's on PC, and I think that's it. Yeah, I'm 16 times faster. You are correct. This game is very mathematical, guys. Assume that the galaxy cube you are in now is in standard outer space. Then by enlarging here, you can perform intergalactic travel. Out of this galaxy cube, you can enlarge more. Once you are in the region of standard outer space in between galaxies, you can grow until you enter outer space level 2. Then to enlarge one more time, you can go to a K chunk cube with a 1 on it. Then to enlarge yet one more time, you can go to a similar cube but with a 0 on it. Once you are in outer space level 0, it is a quick fly over to the orange cube with an M on it. That is Mylantis, the largest structure in the Zara universe, home of the great Mylantis top city and the Mylantis Council, and the location of the large-scale Rejuvenex mining operation. So I knew it. So this basically just proves that there are other people that are tapping into the Zara world, that it's not just like a fucking couple of scientists or anything. And I knew that this was the case. It's just I think I should have delved into it more in the video, but again, I didn't have enough time. So, yeah, like I think that this is. I'm just like sitting back further in my chair, in my Fractal World cuck chair. I'm watching. I'm always watching. Okay. Solar System Elevator. I kind of like this. What do you think of the new Ocarina of Time remake announcement? I think that it is really cool. I was not expecting them to do it. The existence of an Ocarina of Time remake also assumes that there will eventually maybe perhaps even be a Majora's Mask remake, and that is what I would be very excited for, considering that there was this one interesting animation in like what 2013 or 2014 or something, teasing like a 3D version of it, or like a Wii U version of it, and it never came to be. And so I think that it would be really, really cool if I could play a Majora's Mask remake. I think I will still play the Ocarina of Time remake. I'm very curious to see if they were going to go deeper into the whole open world concept, and they're going to do like an open world remake. That would be very interesting. I don't know how the fuck they would do it properly and how they would make it fun, or the same type of fun that the original Zeldas were, but I feel like it is generally in the a step in the right direction for what we need. Do you think you'd be comfortable with VCing with someone to help you directly with the game? Like, yeah, I'd probably be comfortable with that, but dude, I'm so vibing out right now. Like, I'm too lazy to add anybody on Discord. It doesn't break any fucking boundaries. I can get these on VC with anybody, but I'm just a fucking lazy douchebag. Then I'd beg you to do a Majora's Mask remaster randomizer stream. I don't know if it would be the same type of randomizer that other people would do. That the older Zeldas would be like. It feels so weird that the areas in this game are so abstract, but the names are based on real world things. I feel like that's because they're meant to be. Like, they're trying to paint a picture for you. Like, these names are generally supposed to be kind of like painting a picture for you. I'm gonna do another dangerous grow here just because I want to keep. Oh my fucking god, is this outer space? It was just completely black a second ago, and now we're here. If you want to, Howard, just say so. I'd gladly help. I genuinely appreciate it endlessly. You are absolutely amazing. I thank you very much. I'll probably take you up on it sometime. Fuck it. I got a new haircut today. I'm kind of my haircuts are the type that like grow in nicely after a week. I was thinking of doing face cam today, but I don't know why I randomly decided, nah, no thanks. Are you going back to streaming? Kinda. I want to try and stream a little more than I more than my hiatus was. Um, yeah. Now that you've grown, if you want to go to my Atlantis, just head outside the Galaxy Cube. So the Galaxy Cube, what would that be really? What would this Galaxy Cube even entail? Hmm? 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 You can explore the black cube though. It's really, really interesting. Okay, interesting. Interesting, interesting. It's a galaxy. It's very helpful. Trying to figure out what half the time what the galaxy is. So is this what you're talking about? This? I think I'm taking way too much damage. I'm gonna use an EMP. I don't ever use an EMP. I gotta get into like a cover spot because these Goliaths are gonna rip me a new one if I'm not careful. All the suns you see around you are solar systems with laboratories and such orbiting them. Galaxies have supermassive black holes at the center, and that's what the black cube is. Okay. And I died. I didn't even fucking see how fast my health was going down. Guys, we're back here, but it's okay. It's okay, guys. It's okay. It's okay. We have, what was it again? It was outer space. What was it called? Solar system elevator. You're about to do intergalactic travels. I'm excited for this. I'm excited for this. Too big. Yeah, I am too big. I'm just too big for this shit. Okay. Hold on, let me just go back to... I need to go back to, like... Where was my, trophy list? Main Forest I3. I just want to go to a place with, like a buy station, because I want to buy some ammo. I'm gonna buy railgun ammo. I think that's the most important ammo I want right now, and then minigun ammo as well. Actually, wait, I should have just gotten minigun ammo regularly. Fine, whatever. I'll do just a bit of laser ammo, and then that's it. I think that's enough. If you decide to go to my Atlantis, you're gonna receive a lot of upgrades that could help you with exploring this stuff later. Okay, cool, cool, cool. That's good. That's all I'm really worried about is becoming strong enough. It's kind of a Metroidvania if you really think about it. But really, honestly, anything's a Metroidvania if you're brave enough. If you backtrack enough. I believe I'm too big, right, to enter the like a big black cube. Very eloquently spoken. How the hell am I supposed to do this without like wringing my hair out? Wait, I think I have an idea. They say it's hard to shrink. Read the text boxes from here on out. They'll tell you where to go. Okay. Okay. I'll do that. I'll do that. You should check out the I2 mountains. I heard that that's a new thing, right? I don't actually know how to get there though. Probably an I2, guys, right? Probably an I2. Oh dear. Oh dear, no. Oh dear, no. Oh dear, no. Oh dear. Oh dear. The current goal is to my Atlantis. Yeah, you're right. Yes, I'm killing a Goliath with my plasma ammo right now. This is so not worth it. Oh my god. That was so not worth it. My health is just gone now. You are too big to enter. I'm aware. I'm just wondering if there might be a way to shrink nearby or if I'm actually fucking lost. Just head outside the square surrounding you, the black and blue one. Okay. So this huge one that's encompassing me, I should just go outside of it, right? And then to get to my Atlantis, right? Okay. I'll do such a thing. Okay, wait, hold on. Hold on. There's a thing here. Aha. There's a protective sphere. Circle, square. You are outside the star disk of this galaxy cube. You are outside the splingle florp of this dingle dorp. Like, that's what this sounds like to me. In order to shrink and explore the solar systems of this galaxy board, you must go to one of the 4 vertical edges of this galaxy cube and shrink. Or you could emerge in an intergalactic travel, assuming this galaxy cube is in standard outer space. To do this, exit the galaxy cube and continue to enlarge. You can quickly enlarge into outer space level 2. To enlarge one more time to enter outer space level 1 on it, you must enlarge inside of a giant red cube with a 1 on it. If you enlarge all the way into outer space level 0, you can fly over to Mylantis, which is an orange cube with an M on it. It can be argued that Mylantis is the center of the universe. Isn't this peculiar? Isn't that where... my gears are turning, and I am thinking. Yeah, these fucking things are huge. Can't wait to see you get to Mylantis. There's a lot of important lore stuff there. I'm excited. I'm excited. I haven't been writing any notes, by the way. I feel like what I'm going to do is I'm just going to revisit the stream at a later date and write down everything, like just like rewatch it and like listen to my own grating fucking annoying ass voice. Oh, I'm just sad. No, I'm just kidding. I'm very happy right now. Very happy. Guys, I'm going to Mylantis. Taking a plane ride there. It's fucking chill. Absolutely phenomenal. It is quite a long journey, but it's okay because we're getting there. It is really interesting. It is kind of like playing like a space simulator, really, sometimes. Something that is very fascinating is that the cube you're heading outside of is an entire ass galaxy. Now that is interesting lore stuff. If you want to be mind blown, keep that in mind after you've grown many times. Incredible that you can actually get to a corner of a galaxy and like just chill. We're literally going to become bigger than galaxies. I'm excited for this. Can we keep growing? Okay, to get to Mylantis, ideally what we want to do is just keep growing, right? Or do we want to keep growing and then find a specific thing? There's a big scent sign here. Yeah, these right here are like ginormous enemies. Like huge enemies. I just hit that one. Like if I try to go for this one, we can even count on the seconds how many it takes to get there. Damn. I sounded like Joe Biden there. Maybe it's too far. Maybe I can't even actually reach that enemy. But wait, this one right here. That was 2 of them, and I got like that was like 5-6 seconds. Keep growing. Okay, I'll keep growing. At this point, Dan was like, "Ah, fuck it. We're gonna become the size of galaxies now. We're gonna become the size of galaxies now. The fuck? Of course. What'd you think this was? Fucking Minecraft? You are the size of a galaxy now. You stupid idiot. God." Look around you. There's an entirely different layer of galaxy cubes surrounding normal galaxies. Those are super clusters. So wait, all of these are just galaxies next to each other. All of them each have their own fucking Ying worlds and fucking Tau caves and fucking this and that. Are you kidding me? My mind was just blown for like the 30th time. Outer space level 2 filaments consist of hundreds of galaxies all clustered together. Voids are in between the filaments. Inside voids, you can find gray cubes that are the alpha Mendra sponges. To grow into outer space level 1, you must reach a giant red block with a 1 on it. In outer space level 0, you can reach Mylantis. It's good that they always remind you where to go, because I would have forgotten this if they had just a text box a couple shrinks ago. I wouldn't have been able to remember all of this. Okay, so now we're in outer space, and all of these cubes are fucking galaxies. We also have a juggernaut down there. We have a juggernaut over there. All of these are fucking galaxies. Okay, I see red cubes with like 1s and 0s on it. I do want to get to Mylantis first and then go and explore the greater outer space areas. Although my intuition is telling me I should go and revisit every other world before this. Like my achievement hunting brain is saying, no, 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 no. You don't deserve to get the trophies here first. You have to go back to the Yang world and go from there all the way back down to hell and get all the trophies there first before you go up to Mylantis again and try to do all this shit. Everything is just so empty. It's empty, but it looks so cool. It reminds me of in like Prey, there are these like Prey 2017 has this like they have this but like yellow and it's like you can like walk through it. It's like these like strands of light kind of. It's like light weaved by like the aliens from that game. Insane. Love it. Love the lore in that game. I think I would actually make a video on Prey because I feel like that game is such an underrated gem. My Lantis is within eye reach. I never thought I'd be here, guys, but thanks to you, I'm on my way to my Lantis. We're going to my Lantis. We're going to my Lantis. We're on our way. We're on our way. We're zipping away, flying away to my Lantis. My Lantis. My Lantis. The land is my Lantis. Don't try to get there without growing first. It'll take ages. It's so fucking cool to me how everything from the Yang world to the Hellflower is a complete game. And now there's this. This is like actual post-game content. I didn't actually consider that there would be this much, but holy fuck, there's like the second half of the game is after you get the inner core. And there's going to be a huge update soon with even more mindfuckery. Oh, I'm so excited. I'd love to keep revisiting this game with more updates as they release. Somebody told me that the story isn't finished yet. Like the lore of the game isn't fully finished. And I am very excited. Not exciting. I'm very excited for this. Imagine we're all in a spaceship and you're the driver. We're on a field trip to Mylantis. I'm a shit driver, by the way. Boom. Sorry for the turbulence. I actually never got a license for this shit. I'm just here because nobody else wanted to do this. Fractal Block World Discord server has frequent updates, a very tight community that's very accepting. That's very interesting. I might join that. I'm not a very big Discord dweller, but I did recently join a Discord server in preparation for a future video. My next video actually, or what will be one of my next videos for sure. If you play off stream, you can always ask us there and we can help. That would be lovely. I would love to help. I would love to be able to ask a bunch of people to help me with the video because it's going to be much bigger in scope. And I want to make sure I get everything right, but I also want to make sure that you know, I want the community to help out. I really do. I feel like me just tackling it alone and just doing it on my own might not do it enough justice, and I feel like if we just got the community together, I'd love to do something like that. Love to just like get like a nice little area going where I'm like writing down all of our lore ideas and then trying to compile it into one cohesive thing, and then at the end I can do like a huge thanks, give everybody like a huge like thank you. Did I fly past it like an idiot? Where the fuck did it go? Guys, did it vanish? What the fuck happened? Wait, hold on. I just woke up from the Matrix and I don't know where I am. Where, am I still going in the right door? No, it's still there. It's still there. It's still there. It's still there. Holy fuck. I totally lost myself for a second there. For a minute there, I lost myself. I lost myself. I recommend doing so, by the way. I'm really excited for... Been investigating this game for a long time. Good, dude. I'm happy. Atlantis didn't vanish, but let's just say there is galaxies in the way. I like it. You know what, Igor? I like your profile picture. I fuck with SpongeBob. Thank you, random crap maker, for just like pointing out that I'm a LARPer. Like, he came onto the stream, pointed out I'm a LARPer. But he's just like, I've actually been like on this shit before you. Just wanted to say that. Anyways, okay, gotta go. Bye. Yeah. You're tough, buddy. You're tough. But did you make a 55-minute video about it? Poured your sweat and fucking tears into it? Fucking cried over the keyboard and broke it? Huh? Have you done that? Yeah? Thought so. I'm such a fucking... Oh, man. Okay, my streams are where I'm like my most authentic self, and holy fuck, when people... it's so funny to me when some people chat with the most obscene fucking... Not even obscene, like, it's just the most insane fucking shit. I'm a realist. I'm gonna try to speak to you like you're my friend. Like I've known you for fucking like I've known you for ages, okay? And that means taking criticism. That means that you're gonna get criticism back, bro. I do unfortunately admit that I have that kind of feeling too when I see people covering stuff I have deeply and thoroughly studied. You're kind of valid for that though, not gonna lie, because okay, that was the one thing I was really worried about, is that there were gonna be people that were gonna point out the little faults, and there definitely are a lot of people doing that, but a lot of them are very kind about it. A lot of them are very kind about it, and the little ones, the basically like the 5% that aren't kind about it, I just ignore because I mean I'm allowed to, you know. Um, and head towards a 1 block to grow. Are you sure? Maybe I should just keep going towards my Atlantis because I feel like it's within reach, guys. I feel like it's right there. Uh, especially after watching your load video, might grab it after I finish up some stuff I'm working on. Yeah, yeah, dude, pick up the game. It's actually great. It's genuinely just a really fun idea. But anyways, Mono, I agree with the idea that whenever you get so involved in something, you like you really feel like the art is yours to an extent, you know. I agree with that, and I definitely respect the sentiment, but some people are definitely, they take it a bit, you know, like there's people in the world that are very mature about it, very adult about it. They understand that they get a little jealous over the fact that, you know, but they don't gatekeep, and they explain and they help out, you know. Those were my favorite. That was my favorite part of the Deltarune fandom specifically. The people that came into my comments to explain to me things that I just wasn't aware of, right? And I'm glad that you're doing that for me right now. And I think what you're doing is absolutely perfect, you know. And I agree with you. It's an incredibly deep game, and I'm glad that I'm in it. In a future video, I really want to talk about this thing called reverse gatekeeping. Okay. Reverse gatekeeping is a thing I invented. Okay. It's the best way to gatekeep something without actually gatekeeping it. Okay. And the way you do it is very simple. Tell everybody about what the fuck it is that you're excited about. Tell everybody about it. I fucking love this game, Fractal Block World. It looks really crude, but it's a fucking amazing game. You should play it. And most people in the room aren't gonna bat an eye. They're gonna, like, you know, turn away, and you've successfully reversed gate kept. However, there's a vocal minority that will go, huh, that's interesting, I might check it out. And then the next time you see them and you're shooting shit with them, they go, oh, by the way, I checked out that game that you were talking about. Fuck, that game is actually really good. I really fucked with it. And then you are just like, yeah, that's really crazy. Have you tried going this place? They're like, no, I haven't. And then you go, okay, get to that place. And then you get back to them another week later, and they're just like, so I beat the game. And you're like, so how was it? And now you can talk on level ground. And there's just nothing better than that. You know, there's nothing better than sharing that experience with somebody, I feel. And I feel like it's always just so well earned. It just feels so well earned when somebody really just takes an interest in something that you've talked about. And so that's what I call reverse gatekeeping, because most people are not going to listen. Are you at your keyboard? That's a good question. I am. I'm just yapping away. I love how you guys are so involved in the gameplay. I'm really just involved with you guys. I'm just very enamored by the conversations. I reverse gatekeep everything that I make. I don't even do it for everything that I make. I just do it for things that I enjoy. Like, there's this new band I started listening to, and I'm gonna do it right now. Let me just test it out with you guys, okay? There's a new band I'm listening to. They're not new, but it's new for me, right? I've been listening to them for about like a month or so, maybe two. They're kind of like a post rock, post punk type of band. Very interesting, very up my alley. Their most, I guess their most recent new album from 2002. That's the 1 block. Go to the O block. Okay, I'm going to O block. Going to O block. Let's go to that one. It's called Unwound. Okay. Unwound is a fucking phenomenal band, and their album Leaves Fall Into You, I think it's called. It's genuinely like their magnum opus. It's just I can't I it's just like my favorite album of this year. No, a one block. So you don't want me to go to O block, you want me to go to one block. Okay. Awesome. This game gave me a strong Tetris effect that causes me to dream new stuff about it. Sometimes this turns into straight up mod ideas. You know what? I've had dreams about video games before, but none of them were as vivid as my time with B3313. B3313 was fucking insane. You guys, if you haven't watched that video that I made about it, it's probably the best way to get into it. It's just so fucking, it's just insane. Absolutely insane. Um, it's like a non-Euclidean Mario ROM hack where like it's a huge maze and it's so fucked. I love it to death. It's one of my favorite games of all time at this point. Its development history was pretty like tumultuous, but um overall it is genuinely one of the greatest ROM hacks I think I've ever played in my life. While we're reverse gatekeeping music, Matthew times two is a musician that I have no relation to at all in no way, shape, or form that makes peak. Well, you're not related. You don't have to be related to a musician to like him, right? House.wad. I heard a lot about House.wad, but it didn't like interest me, I think. I think like Doom mods haven't ever really interested me. I'm not really like from that. I think my upbringing was very Nintendo-y. I feel like I look at like people getting into like Doom mods and like Doom hacks and stuff, and I'm just like I have no idea really if I would be into that. Maybe I would. Maybe I would. But I would have to be warmed up to the idea. There's a fan-made mod currently in development for Fractal Block World called Everyone's Dreams in One Mod. That's how common FBW dreams are. Crazy. Sandwich and some Sprite. Fuck, now you said Sprite. Now I'm thinking about how Wendy's has like actually like angelic Sprite. You guys ever have Wendy's Sprite? Because that shit is ridiculously good. It's like it's like the most tangy, fucking like at the tip of your tongue. You could feel every single molecule of fucking like I can't even explain to it. It's just so fucking good. I'm gonna put you guys on. Wait, is this all just like danger zone? Am I gonna die if I stay here long enough? I should probably not hesitate like that ever again. Now they don't have Wendy's here. That's so sad. That's so sad. Fuck, bro. That's so fucked, bro. That's fucked up. How rare is Mylantis? The only M I see is this. You're the only M I see. Might need an EMP here, but laser ability will do fine. Okay, that's pretty cool. Hello, Pixie. My Floodgate band is steam-powered giraffe. They have fictional lore and everything, and their music is really cool too. Did they make like do they make like those like do their like albums like connect or something? Like what's that? Because this sounds like super niche. This sounds like even more niche than like the shit that I listen to. I listen to just like things that have really good instrumentals. I'm a big fan of like really good psychedelic rock. Really, I was a big fan of Queens of the Stone Age. I still am. Queens of the Stone Age has some really good like desert rock and like stuff like that. So if you guys really want to get into like some really cool, they have really good grunge. I'm a big grunge fan because I partake in marijuana sometimes. Got to do it when I'm listening to some grunge. So it's just the only way at this point. Now go to a zero. Okay, cool. I got it. This is such a fun road trip. I'm glad you think so. I'm glad you think so. What is it? What are these? What are fucking these? Huh? Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
A water balloon. Mylantis is the largest structure in the Zara universe. Mylantis is the giant orange block with an M on it and is located in outer space level 0. Right now you're in outer space level 1. If you want to reach Mylantis, you must first grow one level into outer space level 0. To do this, fly into the center of a red block with a 0 on it and grow. Then you must fly over to Mylantis. Oh, Mylanta. What is that even from? Full House? I never really watched that show. I just know that's a thing from it. Your voice is very calming to have while in the background while I do homework. I'm so glad you think so. I'm so happy. Yay! I'm I'm so happy. I think my mic just peaked like crazy there, but it's okay. You get the idea. I'm very happy about this information. Yeah. I do think that I will be streaming other games than Fractal Block World, but I'm so down to keep talking about Fractal Block World while I work while I stream other games. I was thinking of streaming Voices of the Void. I heard that that one's a pretty good one. I haven't really gotten anywhere into it, or I'm not really that interested in it, but I bought it anyways just a couple days ago just to like have it in my backlog in case I want to get to it. You are not going to notice. You are not going to notice. Fuck! I'm actually like starting to like I'm reading. I'm reading a lot right now. You're not going to notice yellow blocks with dollar signs on it. That is that, and the cent blocks are gold asteroids where you can farm a lot of gold. That's really good to know. I might actually. You are now going to find. Okay, I thought you were like trying to tell me that you're gonna stop finding them at this level, and that you can only find them in like Outer Space 2 or whatever, Outer Space 2 or 1 or something, or whatever the fuck it's called. Voices of the Void. I really want to get into that. I just heard that it's a pretty cool concept, and my brother and I were looking at it, and I found it on itch. Like you can't even get it on Steam. As far as I know, I tried searching it up, but it's only on itch, and it's like it's like choose your own price for it. And like I paid the guy like the automatic one was $3.14, so I was like, oh fuck it, if that's the recommended amount, I'll put that in. Gave the guy $3.14, $3.14, and if have you beaten the inner core on this save? Yes, I have. I have. It's funny because when I was making the Fractal Block World video, I never actually beat the inner core until after I did pretty much the whole video. And then at the very end of the video, I was like, fuck. I don't have any footage of me getting anywhere near the inner core. So I found my way to the end of it, and I did it. Okay, this is a 1. How did bro know I didn't brush my teeth at the end of the vid? I just assume. It's called assumptions, actually, so basically, yeah. Yeah, that's what I do. If you didn't even know. Bet you thought I had some black magic on my side. Yeah. There's a special hidden area in hell that you need a key to the universe to cross. Ooh. Ooh, a special hidden area in hell? Fuck it. Love it. Has a huge lore dump. I wonder if the wiki even shows all of the lore, or if there's some text boxes in game that I like that you just have to find. This is really interesting though. Okay, wait, let me use the MP. I only have one left, so I'm just gonna. Got it. All right, now we get to my Atlantis. Except what the fuck? This actually looks really eerily like empty. Oh. Oh yeah. Bash. Bash. Outer Space Level 0. Outer Space Level 0 is pretty eerie looking. Loo. I do so much damage. Okay, now I can get to my Atlantis, I'm pretty sure. There are some pretty difficult enemies here, actually. Vile Menaces over here? Jeez. Outer Space Level 0, my Atlantis is the center of the universe. It is orange with an M on it. Go up. Find my Atlantis. We're on our way to my Atlantis! Fuck yeah! I'm so excited about this. Let's keep going, let's keep going, let's keep going. I just gotta avoid the Vile Menaces and hope that my health doesn't go too low. I'm only gonna use my weapons to get health back. I mean, the wiki should show everything, but it gotta be maintained by the people that play the game. So, well, if nobody catches a text box, it will remain uncaught until someone finds it. That is true. I was wondering if there was a way to go into the game files and just like look at all the text files, individually, or like find some sort of like a way to locate the text files. This will still take a while, by the way. I'm okay with it. I'm okay. I've done more. I've gone longer distances than this. In this game before. Unfortunately, I have, but this is nothing like the red fucking maze. Absolutely not. This is so much cooler than that. This is infinitely cooler than that. I don't even want to think about it. So scary. So scary. Oh, what the fuck? No, 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 I'm not supposed to do this. I'm not supposed to be in here. What the fuck? Oh, I just lost everything. I just lost all my fucking health. I just lost all my fucking health. So we know not to go in there. Save. No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'll get to my Atlantis and I'll save there. Fuck. Like, it's fine. Fuck. Oh, shit. I was just... Guys, I was just... I'll save. I'll save. Fine. It's fine. I did it. It's okay. As far as I know, the text boxes aren't located in the Lua files or anything. Anything outside of Lua is invisible or real hard to access. You'll lose all your progress. No, I have a waypoint like near here, so like I could just go back a little bit. How did you survive? I had a shit ton of armor. Like I had, I had like 2,000 armor when I walked in there. I do like you could find railgun upgrades here. Oh, Lou. Oh, Lou. See, there's a bunch of waypoints here. I'm just gonna keep finding ones that are like... I'm gonna find one that's like pretty close to my Atlantis, and then, yeah. You just made me realize back that key guard was actually really chill in the sense that most key guards just insta-kill you. The fact that that one just gave 300 plus damage and let you live for a bit. I think that it was just literally because I had armor on, and they do actually have like a damage, like a specific amount of damage that they deal. We're getting closer to my Atlantis now. I'm just prolonging the journey with my speech and my dedication to finding railgun upgrades because like I love the railgun. It's one of my favorite guns now. It's one of my favorite weapons. My two favorite weapons to use are probably actually I probably have like 4 favorites now. Rail, mini, laser, and cannon. I think those 4 weapons are just like my favorites. I use the cannon for like a bunch of the weaker enemies, and for the stronger enemies I use the minigun and the rail. I love hearing people yap about their interests. I love reading you guys' interests. Fuck, it's so fucking intuitive. Who created this amazing application in which I am able to do this? I'm super focused. We have reached it. The doors of my Atlantis. Open the gate. Desme has appeared at the door, and there is a lock, it seems, to enter the bottom of this area. I used to be really into Geometry Dash. I used to also be really into Geometry Dash. I think I've beaten a lot of demons in my time, but they were all easy demons because I'm a pussy. Do I have to shrink to get in first? And then... Okay, don't go there. Okay. Okay, it's more key. Got it. I kind of thought so because it looked like a little key entrance. Learn your lesson. Okay, checker box, not good. Don't go to checkers. Yeah, I was thinking of going to the top next. Oh, hello there, cool cubes. Cool cubes. Awesome. Oh, hello there. I'm so excited. And then we shrink here, I believe. Yeah, is it shrink time? You beat Bloodbath 2 days ago? My brother got like a PB on it like not too long ago, like, I don't know, 45% maybe? I don't know. He was just really into it a bit. Oh my god, this place looks actually fucking cool. Love it. I love it. I love it. Goliath here. Those are 3 mountains. There's nothing in them. Okay, I'm gonna shrink again. You like Minecraft horror mods? I always I don't know. I never really got deep into Minecraft horror mods, but I think you're gonna like my next video. I think if you like Minecraft horror mods, you're gonna like my next video.
Oh, yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say for now. This is my Atlantis, the largest structure in the Zar universe. Rejuvenex is mined here under the surface of the caves. There is some useful information in the 2 towers here at the top, and there are also some upgrades there. On the surface, there are 3 refineries next to 3 great mountains. There are many more refineries below the surface. Their density increases as you get closer to the bottom. There are also nuclear silos under the surface which hold many nukes. In the red top rooms of the hundreds of city buildings here, you can find very useful information. You could press T to collect things near you quickly? What? How did I not know that yet? Does it, like... I thought it just, like, got rid of your fucking... I thought it got rid of your money. Like, because it gets rid of your money.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Thank you for teaching me that. You are... Wow. 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 Damn. I kind of feel like I cheated. I would love to just collect them one by one like I usually do. It just feels so much more like... je ne sais quoi. It just feels like... I don't know. Okay, now go inside of the cubes on your ring now. Make a waypoint here. I did already, I believe. And so I think I'm good. I think right now... Oh, there's a Ying forest here. Is this a Ying forest? Just in here? Is this an orange part of the main branch? That's so interesting. Like, I feel like I've delved so far off the main branch, and yet it's still here. This is a very dense Ying forest, though. Like, we can get a lot of max health upgrades here. The fact that the city is unique in the place, a finite amount of elites in an infinite world. Did I read that wrong? Head to the plugs. These ones? Hello, pluggies. Pluggerosities. What are these? Rejuvenex? What the fuck? That's a new... Okay, so basically my nukes are like my most powerful... Well, they've always been my most powerful, but this is crazy. Fornax. This is a new character. I've never seen Fornax before. The Mylantis Council has mandated the labeling of a path from Mylantis, this planet, to the deepest known depths of inner space, where one can find inner cores. Actually, the scope of the project is even grander. They want the labeling of such a path starting from any suitable location. The council is calling these paths collectively the main branch. Give me a second, guys. I'm just gonna be right back. I really need to go get some water, and then I'll continue with this. I promise. Here, I'll let you guys look at this funky little screen for now. Okay. Oh, goodbye, Mono. Thanks for the help. And I hope to see you again. So yeah, there you go. Fun fact: I was supposed to only stream for 2 hours today. I was like, oh, I'm gonna do a little cheeky stream, and it got way out of hand, I would like to say. Except it really didn't. All that really happened was I'm having so much fun with you guys. Give yourselves a pat on the back. I'm having so much fun with you guys. I, Fornex A, have been assigned to lead the operation of labeling the main branch. I've created 2 teams. The first will find suitable paths to SN1987A's recently constructed botany lab. The second will explore and label the most promising specimen in this lab, the infinity flower. From the very top of the top city of Mylantis, where you are now, the main branch is simple. Go to the orange that has been planted on the back right corner of the garden. Okay, pretty chill. Oh shit, sorry. Thanks. Guys, I'm so new to this whole streaming thing. Except I'm not. I just What and idiot. Look at yourself, buddy. Huh? Can't even friggin' speak, huh? What and idiot? Who even friggin' says that? An idiot? Huh? That's right. Yeah, this is my only mod. He's my little brother, and he never ever uses mod correctly. He just bans people for fun sometimes. You're good, don't worry. We all make mistakes. That we do. That we do, Floofy, that we do. I'm just looking around. I'm fucking. Uh-oh. I don't like these. These I don't like. Are you gonna hit me or shoot me? I don't know if I want to go there. Mylantis got its own orange, specifically if you want to finish the main branch from Mylantis. It's funny. I feel like it's funny that they would give you the option to finish the game from Mylantis, even though Mylantis itself is kind of like really hard to get to. This is an orange. Another orange. Orange. It's the biggest city, guys. Biggest city. I kind of want to look around here. Wrong way. Does that mean we can get to the bottom of these shafts here? Go use a waypoint to where you got the key to the universe and come back and go there. Is that what you have to do? Or what if you get lost? That's a really good question. There's ways to mitigate that, although not all of them are as good as one another. Like, for example, you could place markers down in a maze to make sure you don't get lost. Yeah, go to the underground. Okay. I'll keep doing that. I'll keep listening. I'm a good listener, right, guys? I just listen on a delay, and I sometimes miss what the fuck everybody's saying in chat. But it's okay. It's okay. By underground, do you mean like go to the key? Like go to where the key is? There isn't like a dedicated compass, but there is like a top of the screen like that tells you whether you're looking left, right, front, back, up, down. The planet Mylantis, where you are now, is the greatest source of rejuvenix in the universe. There are 3 rejuvenix refineries on the surface of Mylantis. They are next to the 3 big mountains on the surface. Each rejuvenix refinery has 3 inner layers, yellow, orange, and red. If you make your way to the innermost part, you will find a rejuvenix upgrade, which will increase the rate of your health regeneration up to the 200 level. The deeper you go into the Mylantis planet, the more you will find these rejuvenix refineries. That is, as you go lower from layer 1 to layer 2 to layer 3, etc. of Mylantis, you will find more rejuvenix refineries. Remember the key enemy? Okay, that's where you want me to go. You want me to go to where the key enemy is. I'm just exploring right now, so I hope you could just like hold on for just a little bit while I just like figure out what's going on around here. This one has a lot of menaces. Room 6 out of 15. As is well known, Mylantis is the largest structure in the Zar universe. However, right next to Mylantis in the front direction is a planet called the Laser Genesis planet. There's only one of these in the Zar universe. In this planet, scientists have been working on improving the laser weapon from a piece of junk to an instrument of destruction. Scientists have been using recreation technology for this project. Aha! Aha! So,
my whole like theory of them using recreation technology to make like weaponry, like I was thinking about that a lot, and I'm glad that's an actual thing. That is a thing. To gain access to the planet, you need a laser genesis key. These have been hidden well. Okay, interesting. I'm a little bit curious as to where to find those, but I don't know how curious I am currently. After you get the key to the universe again, just waypoint back. Okay, okay, I will. Let me just remember what waypoint this is. This is my Atlantis Top Garden. So we need to travel to Final Boss, I believe. Oh my god, it's back. The fucking inner core is back. I didn't even notice that it would be back. I didn't think it would be back. We need to kill the inner core again. I don't think we need to do that. I'm not even kidding. I don't think we need to do that. I can't see anything. Do you have credit? Do you have the credits room waypoint? Yeah, I probably do. I just thought that it would be like a really good like XP farm, but now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know if it really is. You can travel to this location when enabled, but not from it. Whoops, my bad. Use your railgun. I mean minigun. Oh, true. Nope, doesn't work. Just doesn't do. Doesn't even put a dent in it. Get a bit closer. Okay, I will. Hold on. The way I did this was literally just like the slow and funny way. Things spawn after 1 hour. That's really interesting. Okay, I've gotten a little closer to it. I just want to make sure that it can't target me right now. Well, let me use my nukes. Why not? These are so loud. I'm not even kidding. These are like the loudest thing ever. Good XP farm is inside salmon mushrooms. I actually remember that being a good XP farm, especially if you have nukes. That's really good. I don't know what that was like. What was said? Oh, okay, wait, hold on. Let me just do this. Nope, still can't do it. Let's fire a poison bullet here. I think the nuke is the easiest way, but it is really loud. I can just respawn, genuinely. I can barely even fucking hear my own voice. Okay, this is, oh my god. Oh, I didn't notice you, dude. This is insane. Like, my minigun is now actually like a minigun. I'm very surprised about this. Okay, let me just go over this way, a little further away. Grab the nukes, and then just begin laying a wall upon us. Uh-oh. I'm trying to, like, get out of, like, the range of it, but it's really hard to find the... Uh-huh, you spawned another one of you. Is he saying telefrag? Telefrag. How many nukes can you farm here? As much as you can carry, because your inventory space, unfortunately, is not infinite. But if it was, it would be a great place to farm for that shit. Okay, I'm gonna go even further away. And from here I'm just gonna grab these. And I'm just gonna hope to God that I can like lose line of sight here. Or get rid of this inner core minion here, because those are the things that really do the damage causing here. Oh damn, I am taking a lot of damage. I might actually lose this fight here. Hold on, let me recuperate a little bit. I have some time, so. I don't think they save after you leave. If you accidentally get inside an enemy, it dies and says telefrag. It sometimes is a glitch, sometimes is intentional. The community had a fun time finding the sweet spot for it. I think it's very easy to do that with this boss. Just use your nukes, actually. For these guys, yeah, I was thinking so too. I'll just keep firing this way.
Why does the inner core say I am eternal? I wonder if there's like some sort of lore significance. I am eternal. You know what else is eternal? Me neither. I myself am actually just like wondering about it, to be honest. I mean, he did respawn, did he not? That is true. That is true. Does that mean that inner cores cannot be destroyed? They can come back. The dev was trying to fix the telefrag, but it either let a lot of cheeses open or became too strict and caused different kinds of glitches. It is very difficult to work within a game that is so like expansive like this. I don't think this is a good key to the universe to get. I think the better one to get is the one that's actually inside the credits room, which I should have just teleported to right away. I think what's crazy is I don't even think I leveled up after that. Did I? Did I level up after that? Yeah, I'm just gonna go to the credits because it's much easier to like waypoint from there. Down we go. I felt so happy, but I actually really enjoyed this final boss because it was a very strategic one. It was all about like it was all about the line of sight, taking care of the little guys, using growing and shrinking, all that usual stuff, you know. Okay, wait. I want to just get my route ready to leave because I feel like it would be okay if I save here. Out only waypoint, and then all we have to do is go to my Atlantis top garden. Okay. Oh, but there's a key to the universe right next to it. Okay. It was all about getting nukes and holding right click. The offensive part of it, yeah. The offense was basically that. Yeah, you're right. The key is right there. Okay, I'm just getting ready to speedrun this just in case I need to. You do this, do that, do this, go here. And then where do I go now? I think I go into, fuck, I went the wrong way. I think I might actually lose this key before I get in there. Where was it? Where was it? Where was it? If I don't get it, I can just recollect it, right? Fuck, dude, are you kidding me? I'm not even kidding. My memory is actually shot to death. I already lost it, didn't I? The plug. Yeah, you're right. Okay, we can do that again though. Let me try that again. Floofy, you're probably so fucking disappointed in me right now. What was it called again? It was called, what was the waypoint? Engine. Aha, okay. We could do engine, and then we go to waypoint, travel, my Atlantis top garden, go towards the plug right away. Apparently engine works just as well. You need a key to the universe to pass by. Isn't that awesome, guys? Isn't that awesome?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh fucking yeah. I'm not gonna stream for too much longer, but thank you guys for bringing me here. I'm very excited to get to this, through to this, and see more of this. I might do a follow-up stream on this, and I might also do some streams on some other stuff, because fuck, dude, I know I said this like 100 times today, but goddamn, I missed this. I missed this so much. The door to the central core treasure room #1. The picture on the wall depicts this planet Mylantis, our pinnacle of recreation built using the Omega Core. After the stream ends, I should probably go to sleep anyways. Yeah, it is getting pretty late, even for me. The Omega Core is the foundation of our deep reality. The Omega Core is the ultimate byproduct of inner botany theory. I need to read into those things because I completely skipped over them. I wanted to like focus on K very, very prominently. What I might do is I might start the new video with K and like patch up the lore there, and then head into other things. There's a beta Menger sponge. What's the difference between an alpha Menger sponge, a beta Menger sponge, and like the other one that isn't probably a regular one, I believe? I don't know. The lore video is peak. I'm glad you think so. I'm glad you think so, Jack. Alpha is harder. Okay. Like, what's the point of one? Like, getting out? Like, do you just need to get out of one? And that's it? An eternal virus? I would like to stay away, please. Thank you. Is this what my Atlantis is? Is this tree Mylantis? An eternal virus. Why do they have eternal viruses locked up in Mylantis? Are they using them to perhaps siphon the energy from the Rejuvenex? Guys, are we thinking? Are we using our thinking brains right now? Is that what's happening? There's tons of loot, I think. Look down. I'm looking right at what you want me to look at, and I'm very excited to get to it. The other one is super, super easy, no evil. Go down to the X. I'm proceeding. And it looks like these eternal viruses aren't quite viral. They are actually quite friendly, I would like to say. They're very friendly, actually. Both shitty and chill. They are so spread apart that if you go carefully, you may regen health. Huh. Yeah, you're right. Look. I'm doing exactly that right now. And now it's going back down. But then I believe it's going to go back up, right, guys? Because I'm regenerating my health now. You can use nukes to accelerate. Can you use... Oh, yeah, you can use nukes behind you to accelerate, like, really fast. Speedrunning trick, speedrunning trick. I'm going so fast. I also, you know what? I tend to use the vampire mode on the rail. On the railgun, because that's just like, I don't know. Jesus fucking Christ, that actually... that actually scared the fuck out of me. I was just like flying. I forgot that I threw nukes. That's insane. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. I love it. I love picking up things one at a time. It's just so fun. It's just so fun. Oh, isn't this satisfying? Watch this. Satisfying compilation. Okay, let's do another one. Okay, that was good. Okay, fucked that up that bit, but it's okay. Fine. We fuck things up sometimes. Okay, so now, oh, laser damage, lovely. Getting places full of upgrades definitely fills my brain with the feels good hormones. No. Dan knew exactly what he was doing, and he knew that this would be the probably the most fucking addictive part of this game is just collecting upgrades. It's just collecting upgrades. I'm not even kidding. I live for two things in this game. It's collecting upgrades. Actually, three things. Collecting upgrades, finding new places that are like super cool, and I forgot what that last thing was. What a shame. Damn. Unfortunate. Maybe if I remember it, I'll let you guys know. My memory gets so shot when I stream for like longer than 2 hours. Oh. We have this like blackberry raspberry syrup. And I like mixing it in with water because it makes it taste like juice. Ooh, yeah. And that's exactly what I mean. Like it's just an oh yeah moment. So laser damage factor increased. Is this like a permanent upgrade? The secret bonus upgrade will significantly increase the damage of your laser. You can find more of these on the Laser Genesis planet, which is right next to Mylantis. Your laser damage is equal to factor 1 times factor 2 at the beginning of the game. Factor 1 equals 8 and factor 2 equals 1. When you pick up an ordinary laser damage upgrade, this will increase factor 1 by 2. However, this super upgrade will increase factor 2 by 1. Oh, okay. So I just basically like doubled my damage for the laser. Why? Wait. Like, I love the math and everything, but why couldn't he just say this doubles your damage? This doubles your damage. Yeah. Rocket fire rates is an oh yeah, apparently. Wait, how fast will it be now? Oh my god, it's super fast. Nice. This is the Laser Genesis planet secret weapon. It multiplies the damage rather than add to it. I see. This is awesome. It doesn't double it when you get another one. It triples it. It triples your original. If you get another upgrade, it only goes up by 1.5. Okay, now that's interesting. So there's like a factor decrease of some kind. Okay, that's interesting. Thanks for letting me know. Fuck. Otherwise, I would have thought Dan just wanted to like splurge math knowledge on everybody. I'm so glad somebody taught me that pressing T actually like makes collecting things so much easier, but fuck, I love like as much as this is fun, it spends 5 of my gold and I'm kind of I'm feeling stingy with my money today. Meow 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 meow. Everybody's just like spamming numbers in chat at this point. I'm like trying to follow. This is cool because you never see Rejuvenex upgrades in any other place in the game except for this place here. Like Mylantis, I think, is the first time I've ever found this upgrade. Was this an armor upgrade? Like full-on armor regeneration increase? Ooh. Ooh. Interesting. Always stingy in games, I get it. Yeah, I feel like with like real life, I'm generally very good with like my money. Like I'm not very stingy with it. Like if somebody needs any extra, like I'm okay with giving some of my money away. I'm not very like
Ooh, yeah.
ooh, minigun is what I was waiting for. But in video games, I'm so stingy with my money. I tend to be like so like I tend to guard it a little bit to the point where like I don't even have a reason to use it anymore. Gotta go have a concert. Okay, enjoy yourself. I actually have a concert too soon. One of my favorite bands is coming. My friends wanted to go with me, and I was like, "Fuck, I haven't gone out to a concert for like 2 or 3 years, so I might as well go." In the secret or really hard areas of the game, there is a way to increase telekinesis radius, plus decrease the amount of time you have to wait for it to be freed when used. There's telekinesis in this game? Who up developing their inner cores right now? Everybody. Everybody. This will take me to Mylantis City. Meow. Meow. Oh wow, this took me like way out. I liked your Fractal Block World video. Very nice. Thank you. Thank you. Telekinesis when you press T. Okay, okay. Now I'm starting to connect the dots. I didn't know that that's what it was called. Like fully. Okay, we're gonna have to go and grab a key again. Let's just grab one from the engine, maybe? Did it respawn? Yeah, it did. Ba-da-ba-dum. 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 Oh wait, don't we have like a waypoint to the underground? Whoops. I literally dude, I literally like half the time I don't even know why I'm so stupid. I did this to myself. Okay, so this is a beta Mender sponge. You can find minigun and nuke velocity upgrades. This is good. The deeper you go, the more treasure you can find, but this maxes out once you shrink 100 times. However, as you go deeper, the area becomes more challenging. There is a town at depth of 100. An IQ too high. More like an IQ somewhere. Someplace. You'll recognize this place. So this is the place from the trailer. This is... My minigun's insane. Why did Dan just like burp into the microphone for that? This is the dog what the hell are you playing section of the game. No way. I feel like I'm seeing a celebrity in person right now. I'm out of bullets for everything. I'm gonna be honest with you, except for laser. Oh, Hinnesburg. This is literally dog. What the hell are you playing? Yeah, yeah, just like it is in the. I'm so happy that my laser damage is insane. Oh my god, there's like, what are these beholders? Are these beholders? Oh my god, these are fucking strong. Yeah, they take no damage, and I have an idea as to why. Okay. Chill. I think they're easier to kill when smaller, but I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure that is what it is. I remember something about it. I think homing rockets are like my least favorite weapon to use in the game. I like never use them, and I never understand really how they work. Uh-oh. You're at depth 1. As you approach depth 100, the treasure gets better, but it becomes more challenging. Between depths 90 and 100, there are no Hindenburg towns. Beyond depths 100, there are beta sponge towns. A bit beyond depth 100, sorry, there are monsters that should prevent you from going any deeper. I really wish homing didn't get nerfed. Was it like super strong before? That's an interesting thing to think about. It used to be OP. Oh. And now it's like dog shit, in my opinion. I have no applications for it. I'm really just looking for like more bullets because I came in here and I'm not very prepared for this area. When we used to kill enemies meant to not be killed. 5 million health easily. Surprised this game has balancing updates. I'm honestly just surprised that this game like still gets maintained. I was so expecting this game to be just like a one and done thing. Like right when I saw it for the first time, I thought it was like a one and done little fun project that somebody made. But when I went into it, obviously like I found out that it's way deeper than I could ever think. Yeah. Brr. I do like how this place is kind of like a light XP farm. Okay, I have to shrink to get deeper. I'm gonna keep shrinking. Ah. Oh no, the beholder. I'm in the eye of the beholder. Do you guys get that? That reference there? It's a reference to a turn of phrase or whatever they fucking call it. You really made a good thumbnail and title for the Fractal Block World video. You know what's funny is I was like doubting the shit out of myself for both of those. The only thing that I like in retrospect, I do think that that title was really good because I actually didn't say that the game was Fractal Block World because a lot of people might be adverse to an idea of a game that they've never heard of before if I call it by name. But if they've never heard of the game and I don't say the name until later, then they're going to be like their curiosity is going to be piqued like what possibly could this game's name be? And then eventually they figure it out after like, you know, watching the video for like 30 seconds. There's like little YouTube tricks that you can do to make sure that people like actually stay on the video. And that's literally, unfortunately, that is what I need to do. And then I can go into like my normal speaking voice and whatnot. Like again, you have to appease the YouTube gods a little bit with videos like that. At least in my current stage of YouTube. I hope that one day I become so I get such a dedicated group of people that just watch my videos that I don't need to worry about algorithmic tricks like that to get by, because I still kind of do. There's a very big chance that the next video I make, if I don't poise it right from the get-go, that it just won't be seen by anyone. It's a fire thumbnail, thank you. A lot of people referred it to like Bubble from, what was it, Digital Circus? And I never watched the show, but I heard it was really good. I also heard that it's got a very like loyal fan base, and by loyal that could really mean good things or bad things, because some people are very generally good at being mean when they gatekeep things, and I don't really appreciate it when people do that, because there's a healthy way to gatekeep things. Like I said, it's called reverse gatekeeping. Tell everybody about it until they're annoyed of it, and then the ones that still stay after you're done with your ranting, that is what that is the important part there. That is the important thing. Depth 3. I don't feel like I'm getting many upgrades here. I like TADC, but I'm not a major super fan. I also hear that a lot recently for some reason. Like, some people are just like, yeah, I like it. I'm just, like, not a super fan. It's also kind of scary to be a super fan of some of these things. Like, the reason why I didn't get that much deeper into Deltarune is because some of the fan base were very mean about what I didn't know. Instead of, like, choosing to, like, kind of help me through it. They were just kind of, like, they made me feel a little alienated and, in the sense that, like, in the sense that I felt like I couldn't get to the same level as them. Because they just like made it kind of seem impossible. They would just like kind of put you down for not being in the same lane as them, and I just feel like that is one of the most toxic things you could do for a fan base and for the game that you love so much. It's like the reverse of what people are usually trying to do as well, and it's sad, but you know it is what it is. I'm not gonna complain too much about it because either way, I don't really have much choice in the matter. I love the enemy designs. They are either silly, ugly, but funny looking, really abstract, or straight up just objects. And I love this game to death. I've started to like actually make sense of all of these random shapes and colors, and it's very, very cool how it just kind of happened. I don't know why I spent a nuke on that. We'll get to like depth 5, and I think I'll hop off for the night because it is getting really late. I don't wanna keep you guys on for longer. I died for some reason. I didn't even notice how I died. Okay, I think this is a good place to end, honestly. I'll just waypoint right away to my Atlantis City Underground, just so I know where to kick off from. And I think it is. I just love watching it. I don't think I would ever play this game, but it looks so cool. It is definitely one thing to play it. It's another thing to like just watch it. And it is very hard to wrap your head around, but it's a completely different experience to actually like play it firsthand. There's this like feeling of like slight loneliness and like this sense of wonder as well that comes from it. It's a very, very specific feeling. I can't really describe it very well. And I think that you can only really fully capture it if you actually like play the game firsthand. So if you ever are actually like super curious about it, I totally suggest you play this game. Absolutely phenomenal. Next stream I do, I have no idea when it'll be. I'm away for the weekend, and then next week when I get back, I'm marathoning working on my game, and then on top of that, I'm like super busy with other stuff. And then I'm also like starting to really draft the script and the notes for my next video. I was thinking of maybe even streaming the game that I'm planning to cover in my next video, and I think that video will be pretty good. I think it'll be pretty much the same length as the Fractal Block World one, maybe if not more. I don't know. We'll see. For those who made it to the end, thank you very much. I appreciate it. This was like 3 hours of just a lot of fun. You guys are basically the whole reason I make videos and I stream this stuff, so thanks again. Take care, everybody. You know what I usually say. You know how I sign it off. I always tell you guys to never forget to brush your teeth. And you know what's funny? Is I'm actually going to do that right now. I'm gonna go and brush my teeth, and then I'm gonna go to bed. Okay. All right. Take care, everybody. Thank you again. Have a good one. Bye-bye. Take care. Bye-bye. Have a good one. Have a good one. Have a good one. Bye-bye. Have a good one, everybody.